Bobbity boop. Alrighty, we are live. Welcome everyone to session 59? I think it's 59.
Yes, 59.
Where's my sheet? Yeah, 59 of
Yeah.
Roll for Severity's OG campaign. We play every second Sunday at 5 p.m. PST, right here at twitch.tv/Roll for Severity. On the in-between weeks, we also have a campaign run at noon PST by Miss Wolfinger. Also, once again, here at twitch.tv/Roll for Severity. If you're looking to rewatch or catch up on past episodes, subscribers have access to the episodes immediately after the air over on channel's VODs. For those who aren't subscribers, the episodes eventually get uploaded to YouTube. Eventually. Currently, we are up to date. Currently, our YouTube is up to date. I'm Almost Giggle, the DM for this campaign. I'm joined by my fantastic players, Not Nathan, Mel, Jamie, and Jeanette. Before we get underway, there's a few quick things to go over. One, each month we donate a portion of all income generated by Roll for Severity to charity. This includes that from direct donations, bits, subscriptions, and sales from our store. This month's charity is the BC Children's Hospital Foundation, a foundation supporting British Columbia's Children's Hospital and researching ways to transform and improve healthcare for children. It's thanks to this foundation that we have Not Nathan here with us today. You can check out their website at bcchf.ca or on Twitter at bcchf. Speaking of the store, we do have one up. It's on tpublic.com/user/rollforseverity, or there's a link somewhere down below the stream. We've got various things ranging from lovely shirts like the I used my bonus action to cry shirt, thanks to Jamie's lovely luck. It
was a bad day.
It was a great
day. It's been seared in my memory.
What, 5 nat ones in a row?
Yeah, it was more like 8. It was more like 8.
Well, I mean, they weren't
direct.
I need to make sure it's not just roll. And then you're like, okay, I need to make sure that it's just not like always giving me nat 1. So you rolled like 3 more times, and they were like good rolls. And on your next roll, it was back to nat 1.
It was just any die that counted. It was a nat 1 that day.
It was a good time.
Simple. Just make sure your rolls don't count. Or don't need to count. There. Problem solved.
What?
And without further ado, though, to my party. What happened last time?
Missed shark. Do.
We don't know that it's a mist shark yet.
Well, okay. So, what happened was we were in an elven city. We went to church, found a blasphemer, went to his house, learned about teleporting elevator shenanigans and walking inside and outside of magical trees. We left on search of relics of some magical kind, or a spell of some magical kind, or a place of some vague importance. We left to go there. While foraging for food, Annah, I believe it was Annah, burst into flames and injuring a lot of our party and almost lighting these very sacred woods on fire, followed by us entering a spooky mist and Kay being like, look, there's a giant shadow getting very close. Getting very, very, very close. And then we're waiting until now to find out what's about to happen.
I also made a friend named Geldine, who's a drow, but was pretending not to be a drow.
Yep. Yeah, you met the...
Blasphemer's name is Irithane.
Who is also the person who you went to meet with to find out how to purify the Orb of Katsura.
Yeah.
And you were heading to the Temple of Sarai, which is... Sarai?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarai.
Yeah, because it belonged to the Sarai clan.
Yeah. And so you were heading there to... Because that is where he believes the ritual that can be used to purify Orb of Katsura, it can be found.
Are we halfway through our 6-day journey, or
yes,
are we at the
it's
beginning?
It's currently the 3rd day.
Right.
Yeah, day 1, end of day 1, Theo surged, cast the magic hut. Do not know what happened. Day 2, Annah surged and tried to light the forest on fire. And now we are at day 3, and now it's actually onto something that's my fault.
It's a shark do 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 do. It's a shark do 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 do.
So
Miss Shark.
as Kay points out, there is a dark silhouette swimming through the mist, and he quickly points out to the party, which does prevent them from getting a surprise round. But I would like everyone to roll me initiative.
Excuse me while I write down the term motherfucking shark.
Wow, Theo has a backstory that we didn't know about.
The music. I can scout to this.
So the shark doesn't get a surprise round, but I don't think any of us were actually ready.
No.
All for
I
initiative.
never said we
God,
were
no.
ready. I said that I saw it coming.
That's a good level. Yeah, terrible initiatives. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. They're going to die. Okay, I think you have a faster. I think you have a faster, higher dexterity than me.
Yeah, Kay has +2, you have +1.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Kay goes before me.
And come on, sack of dice. Open sesame.
The keyboard on this reminds me of like the 1990s video game, like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like you're sneaking through the factory.
Yeah, that's a 9 capping out the top of your guys' initiative. Yeah, you're not surprised, but you were not ready. So as the first shark is going to... what's their speak?
Yeah, as the person who asks for our audience's sake, why are there sharks in the middle of the forest?
There's magic, D&D.
Okay, so the first shark
Raisins.
is going to swim forward, and then is going to... Yeah, it can walk back in here.
Oh man.
No! No!
And it is going to rush forward to here. And it is going to
I don't
make
like
an
it.
attack on Sylvania.
Hello, shark.
Does a dirty 20 hit you?
Nope.
Okay.
Wish I could say the same.
There's a reason why things attack Sylvania, isn't there?
I am the tank. I say, screw you.
Sylvania is also usually in the front, which is why things usually try and hit Sylvania first. But it will continue away. You do get a attack opportunity.
Ooh, I will take advantage of that. 23.
23 does hit.
13 piercing damage as I smack it with my flail. Or Morningstar, not flail. The other one.
The other wall tool. Alrighty. And the second one is going to swim up and then swim over, take a bite at you again, Sylvania.
How dare it.
Does a 23 hit you?
I can't cast shield at the moment, so yes.
Okay, that is... I need 10s. 19 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Ooh, I don't like it.
That's why we have badass music. These sharks are terrifying.
Nat 20, 19.
Right, reduced
hold
down
on.
to a 19. Oh, that's like Narok making dex saves. So it when it bites onto you, it tries to drag you along with it, but you do manage to push yourself out of its mouth and not get
Just grip
dragged along
onto
by the shark.
dog harder. It's like, dog, don't let me go.
It also moves away. That is... Oh no, you've already used your reaction. So that puts us to the players' top of the order. Anna.
Yeah. Alright, so what I want to do is cast Wall of Fire Ants.
Okay.
But I guess my concern is, are you gonna flavor it that the fire ants can catch trees on fire?
Oh, it still functions the same as Wall of Fire.
Oh man. Okay. So I just want to make sure I'm not. I guess I want to cast it on the sharks and not on the trees that are ahead of us, so we have sort of a wall of safety.
Let me just take a quick look at Wall of Fire.
Yeah, so I'm thinking there.
Because keep in mind, as far as I'm aware, Wall of Fire comes up out of the ground. Which, while it may not hit a tree, ground is still covered in shrubbery and stuff like that.
Alright, well...
let me just double check, though.
Yeah, I read it as like fire ants that like burn when they bite rather than actual fire shenanigans, which is why I wanted to bring it up first with you, lest I set the forest on fire not knowingly.
Okay, so the Wall of Fire does not specifically state that it ignites things, so this would
Yeah.
not cause the forest to light on fire. That's basically what I wanted to check.
Excellent.
Because
Gotcha.
some fire spells say it will ignite objects that are not being carried or wielded. So,
Right.
just want to make sure that it didn't also include that.
So like a 40-foot wall, 20 feet high. I don't know if you can see the marker on the map right now where I have it. Yeah. So basically there is my thought. So it won't be taking pot shots at us. This is my roll for the surge. And we do not surge.
Doing that. Was it 5 feet thick or 10 feet thick?
Oh.
Oh, 1 foot thick.
Up to 1 foot thick, so not very thick.
Okay.
And then the sharks can make
And which direction are you putting the heat out?
Towards them.
Okay, so you... and so you're putting heat... Okay.
Yeah, and then they can make the dexterity saving throw.
Okay, what is the spell save?
14.
14.
They're sharks, so I imagine they're pretty damn good at dex.
First one here fails. one fails.
Okay.
The other one succeeds. So is it
All right.
half damage on success?
It's yes, half damage on success.
Okay, so this one takes 17 points of damage. And this one takes
8.
17 divided by 2. Yeah, it'd be 8.
8. Yeah.
Because half damage rounded down. Okay,
And that's my turn.
alrighty. That puts us to K.
So, the first thing I'm going to do is cast. Wait, hold on. Can I?
Is cast weight. Interesting spell. What
No.
does it do?
Yeah. Funny. No. They count as beasts, correct?
Yes they do.
Cool. Can I cast Speak with Animal to attempt to converse with these sharks?
Okay.
They're not going to be in a good mood now. They're covered in ants.
I mean, I need to try.
So what do you... So you cast Speak with Animals. What do you say?
Cool. So I'm gonna say, we don't need to fight. We can just go our separate ways. No one needs to die here.
Okay, and you'll get a response on their turn.
Okay, so, and, in that case, Kay is going to hold the rest of his turn for their response, and if he gets attacked, so he's gonna hold under 2 conditions. If he gets attacked, he's going to zip out of this plane, and walk into the ethereal one, because danger. So if something is going to attack him, he's just gonna whop out of existence. And,
Can you do that as a bonus action?
I'm holding my turn, so
Well,
that's my
you used your
intention of...
action to cast
but,
Speak with
yeah.
Animals.
Speak
Oh,
with
I
animals
guess that's
is
true.
a spell. Yeah.
I suppose that's fair. Fine.
Yeah, you've already used your action, so the only thing you can do is something you can use as a bonus action or free action.
Fair enough. In that case, let me double check. I don't like any of these. Fine. I don't like any of this. You know what? Yeah, that's gonna be my turn. That's it. I'm just attempting to, like, not commit murder on these guys, because I can't get past them at this point, because I've cast Talk with Animal. So.
Okay. Theo.
I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration on Sylvania.
Okay.
That's my bonus action, and then for my action, I'm going to cast Bane at 3rd level. At 3rd level, I'm allowed to do more than one.
Yep.
So I'm... Actually, yeah, I can see both of them still, right?
I don't think it makes an opaque wall.
The wall is opaque and lasts for the duration.
Is it really? Where is...
I would say
Only
that
lasts
because the wall.
Because I'm not sure if they're
on this
like
turn that they're still currently partially in the wall. So I would say at this point you could still see both of them. Once they move beyond the wall, you would not have sight of them.
Okay, then yeah, I will cast Bane on both of them. They need to make a Charisma saving throw of 13.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, Sharky Boy here fails. He is Bane. And other shark rolled a 14 with a -3 charisma modifier, so it also fails.
Yes!
So both of them are Bane.
So just as a reminder, on an attack roll or a saving throw, before the spell ends, you have to roll a d4.
Yeah, and subtract that from
Yeah.
everything. Remind me if I, like, when I'm making rolls, just
Yeah.
so to make sure that I do take that into account.
Yeah.
And how long's Bane last? Is it minute with concentration?
Bane
or?
lasts for the it's concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay.
So in combat, like 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. Anything else in your turn?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
I might take another step back this way because I'm squishier than everybody else.
Fair. Sylvania. You see this giant wall of fire ants. Surging.
I'm not going in that direction. So I'm going to hop off dog. And as I hop off dog, I grab a potion that's sitting on the side of dog, and I pop it open. It just lets out this horrendous smell, and I swig the whole potion. And you see as I start to like grow and mutate, and I'm laughing hysterically as I start to grow. And then like after this great show, I am now a 4'6" no.
Okay.
I have doubled my height, but it's only 4'6".
So roll.
Did you cast enlarge on yourself?
So roll me a surge
I did.
to see if you explode when
I
you
did
try
not
to
surge.
You did not explode.
Oh, I have to do that. I have to do that too. That was fucking close.
Here.
That was
Yeah,
close.
so I have this grand transformation, and I'm still the smallest person in the party. Well, actually, don't know if I'm bigger than Annah. But
You're bigger than Annah, I believe.
okay, I am slightly bigger than Annah. It's like,
Right on.
oh.
Went from being at my knee to being
And
at
I'd like
my
to
hip.
think that I get the full, like, deep voice and everything for, like, as if I was gigantic, but I'm still just this tiny size of a dwarf, just like, ah!
Yeah. So you said you're 4'8" now.
Yes.
You're 4 inches taller than Annah.
And dog will take the dodge action.
Okay. Are you doing anything else in your turn?
No, I don't have anything to use my bonus action for, so.
Alrighty. That puts us back to the top of the order. Wildfire ends its turn within the wall. When it enters the wall, the first time out of turn. Okay. So actually, because of where they are, so Kay, you're like, we don't need to fight. No one here has to die, and you just hear both of them's like, mate, watch my blood, mate.
Yes.
As this one is going to come back a bit, and is going to take a bite at Sylvania again. And it has advantage on this now because Sylvania is not at max hit points.
Has
Roll d4.
advantage? No!
Yeah, well, I have to roll their attack roll first. Where's where am I d4? Oh, there. So it subtracts 1 from this roll. Does a 27 hit you?
Yet.
It had a natural 19 on the dice.
Dog's not close enough to impose disadvantage. But yes.
Reassess.
Yep.
Okay, so it can't make that attack, so it's... that is 12 points of piercing damage. As it bites down hard on your shoulder. And because it cannot grapple, it is going to try and move away. So that's going so it's going to swim back out this way. The other shark, having heard K making noise, is going to swim up and attempt to attack him. K
It has disadvantage as dog will body block.
Okay, so yeah, it'll move up and attempt to attack K. And it has disadvantage on this, and it has Bane. Ooh, that's -3 from its attack. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Okay. So it tries to bite down on you and misses, dog bashing into it, and just the Theo manipulating the weave around, and she just like, it's like jaw comes right for your face, and you watch it like, you just catch on something right before it actually manages to bite down. But it having missed, it is going to turn and swim away. That does provoke an attack of opportunity. Is Dog's thing a reaction?
Yes.
Okay, so Kay and Anna, you can make an attack of opportunity.
I'm assuming with our weapon of choice.
Melee weapon specifically. I don't think you... Well, I guess you could fire your bow at it, but bow at 5 feet away is disadvantage.
Yes. I need to check.
Right.
It's not like I want. It's not like I want to use a melee weapon, but
Yeah, I never use my staff, but I will use it this time.
Ooh.
well, it doesn't happen.
Nat one.
I don't hit it.
Roll me your severity.
Per action, you bitch.
Does 11 by chance hit the giant shark?
11 does not hit the giant shark.
Yeah.
I roll 1d20 for
1d100.
severity. Or is 100. Cool.
I'm nervous about being right by you.
I probably stabbed myself. I wasn't planning on using my short sword.
Yeah, as the shark comes up, like, takes a swing, or takes a bite at you, and you're like, ah! And you're like, kind of like lower your bow, grab your sword, and take a swing out, just as Dog is also, like, trying to get in the way.
Do you want me to just roll damage and see what happens?
You deal 6 damage to Dog.
I think, okay. I'm sorry, Dog. I panicked.
Unacceptable.
I would give it treats or heal it if, I could.
If you were capable of doing either of those things.
Yes.
That puts us to Anna.
Yeah. Oh yeah, plenty of attack feat. I'm gonna cast Firefly on this shark over here.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no, roll me a severity.
Yeah, I'd love to.
That's 2 nat 1s.
Is this a restart roll 20?
26.
26.
Oh no.
Roll me a surge.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh right, I guess it would be
that's
surge.
That's low on the rolls. That's bad.
So D4 and
D100.
yeah. All right. Sorry, that's a 1.
Oh no.
That's
That's
fine.
fine,
That just
it's
means
on a
call a 1.
D4.
At least that wasn't a 1 on the D100.
Oh, 83.
83. Okay.
It could be worse.
It could be much worse. If that 1 was the D100, then we'd have some problems.
Considering we all haven't moved at all.
Yeah.
183.
I'm going to assume Irithane is not a fighter. It's not just going to whip out some cool moves and smite these sharks.
Irithane is currently cowering.
Okay, fair enough.
There's a reason he's not actually technically in the initiative order. He has no attacks. He could try and punch it or throw a rock, but that'd be about it. Okay, so 1 and 83. Oh, interesting. Anna, roll me a perception check.
Perception check. Oh, that's on my character sheet. Come on, high. Ah, it's a 13.
So like you cast your firefly, like the magic goes wild, as your firefly like gets like 2 inches away from your hand and just explodes, and you kind of like shield your eyes for a bit, and like as you're blinking your eyes open, you see various creatures moving around in the woods. You watch this very large chameleon-esque lizard crawling down this tree here, and you watch as its eyes kind of like flick to you, and like you're looking straight at it, and you watch like as the eyes like both kind of turn, look towards you, and then realizing it's now been seen, it turns and starts scampering off out this way. And you also see. Have you watched Princess Mononoke?
Yes.
Those little like spore things with like the like crackly, shaky heads. You see probably about 50 or 60 of these things sitting in the trees watching you.
I have little glass ones downstairs. I want to go grab one.
Ah, that's sweet. Okay.
Go down this.
You and like these are things that like you're like, these aren't. I'm not supposed to be able to see these. Like these kind of things are usually invisible, and you realize that you can see things that are invisible currently.
Cool. Not helpful for this fight, but real cool. I'll keep that revelation to myself as this fight rages on. For now.
Question is that permanent?
It is not permanent.
Damn.
Cool.
Alrighty. That puts us to. No, that is the wrong page. That puts us to K.
All right, so cool. Hey, is the wall of fire still there?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So then Kay's gonna walk to here because he has no real interest in getting inside the wall of fire ants at this particular moment, as that looks probably more horrifying than a wall of actual fire.
Yeah, you're watching as these things are like surging and like crawling all over each other.
Yeah, it actually makes me just want to nope out of this D&D campaign forever, picturing this image in my head. But I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I am going to select this shark. And this shark now, because it only wants meat, is now going to be affected by my first mark, of which I will roll a
Roll me a surge for that.
monkey.
Roll me the explosion check. We
Did not explode. Cool. And then I'm going to attack it. I think I can do that at the same time. Yeah.
Yep. Because
Yes, because
Hunter's Mark
is a bonus action. Perfect. And as such, I'm going to attack it twice with my bow. So do a 17 or a 20 hit.
Both hit.
Perfect. So, I do. And hold on, I have to double check my Hunter's Mark. It's a D6. So, that's a total of
22.
21 damage.
So 25 is 12. Oh yeah, 21. Alrighty. So you, as the shark is swimming away, you kind of like take a few steps out, draw your bow, and boop, boop, just 2 quick arrows into its back as it's swimming away. That puts us to Theo.
Okay, so immediately, I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to heal Syl. I'm sorry, I only healed you for 6 points.
Hey, I'm no longer bloody. That's nice.
So, can I still hold my action if I use my bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, no, next question. Can I move and then
Yeah, because you're just
hold
holding
my action?
You're holding your action, so you can
Okay.
move and then hold an
Yeah.
action to ready to do something.
Now, if moving, I want to push Irithane and me into, like, I want to push Irithane into this tree, essentially, and, like, stand
Okay.
in front of him. Would I be able to do that with just my move action?
You're like patting Irithane on the shoulders, like,
Yeah.
go, hide. We'll protect you.
Yeah.
And like he like nods.
Yeah,
in the,
as he's cowering, I just put my hand on his shoulder and I just shove him into the tree.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to
with you
hold
patting
my...
on him, like he'll like willingly
Yeah.
move.
Yeah, and then I'm going to hold my action until one of the sharks come through and attack us again.
Okay. What are you holding your action to do?
I am going to use Mind Whip
Mind.
when I see one.
Okay. Technically, you can see this one.
I can? Okay, then I...
What's the range of Mind Whip?
It's 90 feet.
Yes, you can see and hit this one. Like they're keep in mind they're swimming in the mist. They're not like low to
Yeah.
necessarily low to the ground. You could definitely hit him with Mind Whip if you so choose.
I'm just wondering what would be better.
You could.
No,
you could do it if one of
I
them-
think I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna wait till one of them gets closer.
Okay, so basically,
'Cause they
if
keep
one of them
retreating.
attacks an ally that you're activated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as they come within distance of Kay or Syl or Anna, I'm going to use it.
Okay, sounds good. So if a shark comes near any of your allies, activating Mind Whip.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Sylvania.
So I'm going to take a step up beside Kay, and I'm going to. I don't know how I want to flavor Sanctuary, but put like a mirror that floats in front of Kay or something. That way it's like, these are animals. If they see their own reflection, they might not want to attack. For Sanctuary, so they need to make a wisdom save to be able to attack Kay until he makes a hostile action.
Okay.
And Dog will come up to there and use the dodge action, and they have advantage on attacks against me, so I'm also going to use the dodge action. Sanctuary is a bonus action, so...
Okay, and Sanctuary is a leveled spell, so roll me your exploding check.
Yes.
Ooh,
Did not
3.
explode.
And Sylvania puts her hand on Kay's back. It's like, don't worry, I got you covered. And just shrinks Kay.
You know, like, Syl and I have and Kay have a very estranged relationship as it is. Like, or at least from Kay's perspective, is willing to accept Syl because Syl takes a beating frequently and saves his life on occasion. But, like, the number of times my weapons have shrunk, and Kay has attributed it to Syl.
It's just
What?
sibling
I'm
energy,
never the
man.
reason your weapons are shrunk.
I mean, it might be sibling energy.
It's straight up sibling
It's
energy.
sibling energy.
But I'm never the reason your weapons have
Your
shrunk.
your sibling is the only person in the world
Oh,
that
right,
you would
and
take a bullet for, but also turn to them and go, "Fuck you, man."
Both Anna and Theo have caused your weapons to shrink, but I have not
never been
done
Syl.
so yet.
Uh,
Syl
no,
Syl
that-
made their own
no,
weapon
that-
shrink.
That is fair. I still think that's valid. I believe Kay is still hung up on the fact that you tried to light me on fire, but you also
That's
gave me
fair.
an arm. So like, you know,
Which order did that happen? Did I give you an arm and then try to light you on fire? Or did I try to light you on fire and then give you an arm?
after
After
giving
the
me an arm because
Yeah.
it was in the swamp.
Yeah. Alrighty, so that puts us back at the top of the round of the sharks. So this one is going to turn around, and what is the distance? Yes, that's 35 feet straight in. And you said they have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
If they if they fail the wisdom saving throw, what is the result?
They need to either redirect the attack if something else is in range, otherwise they waste the action.
Okay.
So trigger my attack, which after they make a wisdom saving throw, they're gonna have to make an intelligence saving throw.
Awesome.
Minus a D4.
Actually, it actually wants to avoid going too close to the wall on account of that. It did hurt it quite a bit last time. It's actually going to make the rush for Annah.
Oh.
You cast Mind Whip as it comes barreling in.
Yeah. Intelligence saving throw. I'm pretty sure it's 13. Minus.
Well, that fails.
Okay.
I got an 11 on the die, minus 5. And that's before Bane. So let's roll
I
the
want to
Bane.
know
Let's
what
see
it
how low
is.
this, and that's a minus 4 on Bane. So we're at 2.
Okay,
so it fails that on the Mind Whip. What does Mind Whip do then?
Okay, so 3d6 psychic damage. I rolled great, so it takes 5 damage. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets 1.
Alrighty. It now gets to roll its attack on Annah. Anna, are you at full health still?
Yes.
Okay. So it does not get advantage on this.
Oh.
But it does get baned on this.
Yes, it does.
Bane is once per turn or every action?
Attack throws and saving throws.
Okay. That is minus 3. So that is... Does a 21 hit?
It does.
Okay.
Rolling good, Aaron.
That is 13 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, goodness. Alright, take the damage. Why strength? I'm so bad at these.
Because big ass shark trying to grapple.
Alright, it's a 5.
5.
I had ready to use my flash of genius, but I don't think even that's saving you, Anna. Sorry.
No, it's definitely not saving Anna from this. Anna, you are currently grappled, so your movement is now 0.
Alright. I'll grapple with the shark. That's cool.
As this giant shark just races up, opens its maw, and then clamps down hard on you. The other shark.
Anna, do you only have 33 hit points?
Oh, Anna, we also need to. You are also missing at least 2 level ups worth of hit points.
But please roll those now.
Yeah, we'll do those now. Roll me 2d8s.
Please add them.
7 on both.
7.
Great.
Damn!
Here, I'll quickly update your page here.
Thanks.
Because I'm like, there's no
Yeah,
I'm sitting at 48 and still sitting at 60.
Yeah, I had sent Mel a message a little while ago. I was like, you're missing at least 2 levels on your character sheet again.
How? I don't know why I'm
I think-
not changing it properly.
You have to do it manually.
Yeah, you have to go
I
into
thought
the
I was
character
manually.
and then go manage HP.
See,
Yeah.
maybe I wasn't then.
Yeah. Because HP is something you roll, so.
Slightly more tanky.
Significantly more tank.
Yay.
I'm gonna refresh
You're now,
this.
yeah, refresh. You're now 34 to 47.
It's much
Hooray.
better.
That's much better.
It's much better.
Yeah, actually, I had a note in my
I-
notes as well to remind Mel to give herself the health.
Thank
I had a
you.
small heart attack, oh no. Anna's been fighting on the front line as a bear.
The other shark. It is going to come barreling in. To here. And Sylvania, you're not at max health, correct?
Correct.
Okay, it is going to make its attack on you.
Does have disadvantage because I took the dodge action, so it should be normal.
Yeah, so it's a
And I
straight roll.
don't
then.
think I can get dog to actually give him disadvantage.
Pardon?
Because even two disadvantages don't,
They don't
and
stack.
one advantage still, okay, doesn't stack.
Yeah.
So not worth getting dog to use his reaction.
Yeah, you can't stack advantage or disadvantage. I assume a 15 minus 2. I assume a 13 doesn't hit you.
Not even close.
Okay. It comes over and tries to bite down, but you get your shield up in time to block its hit. And you're like, wow, it's like, I'm significantly larger. I can fight this thing. And then you realize, oh wait, still only 4'8". Still the second shortest person in the party. It's like, but I feel massive.
I'm the same size class as dog. This is amazing.
Anna, that is up to you.
Oh, so did the shark does it count as having gone through the wall on its turn then?
No. If it comes through essentially this side of the, like 10 feet on this side of the wall, then it does. But it's coming straight along through here past the tree.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool. So I guess this wall isn't really doing anything anymore. So I'll dispel the wall, which is really sad.
Okay, so you got concentration on that. That's a free
And
action.
yeah, and I'll turn into a bear.
Okay.
Yeah. So gain some temporary hit points since it seems like these sharks are determined to bite me. Although, can I wild shape while I'm grappled? I guess is the question.
Yes, you can. Well, grapple just reduces your movement speed to 0.
Okay, cool. So then I can still attack as the bear then, just can't move.
Correct. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't impose any disadvantage on your attack. I don't want your long-winded explanation of how the grapple. Just tell me what the grapple status is.
Slash.
Grappling, there we go. Okay, so you do not have any, there's no, disadvantage or anything like that for your attacks with being grappled. The only thing you have is speed 0.
Okay. So does a 19, 21, 22, 23. So does a 25 hit? This,
25 hits.
sorry, this stupid shark here, the one I've been trying to attack.
Yep. 25 hits.
All right. So that's one instance of 5 damage, which is really awful.
Why are we rolling so many ones?
Chaos.
Then 2d6 plus 4. And then 1 instance of 8 as I bite and rack its little sharky face.
I'm just imagining they
Is
were
that a
like in the
second
jaws of this
attack,
shark,
or-
and then this bear comes up.
Yeah.
So you'd have to
Bears
roll your
make
attack
good.
roll.
Oh yeah, sorry. There would be another attack roll. Ha! Getting ahead of myself. Does a 24
Or
hit?
it does hit.
Yeah.
Rolled a
Okay.
19 on both of them.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
Alrighty. So it bites onto you and like, so like you're really initially really small, and then you suddenly like, what fucking bear, and suddenly get this much bigger size, and you watch as the like shark's head kind of like dips down a little bit, like not expecting like the sudden change in weight, and you just start raking into its like back and head and all that kind of stuff, and just like bashing down on it.
Yay.
And is that the rest of your turn?
That's my turn. Yep.
All right, and
No
Bonus
bear
is
bonus actions.
actions.
Yeah, I want to say it. Let me just double check. Bonus action. Oh, perhaps it's not. Alright, well, maybe I can't attack and be a bear in the same turn. So all of that might be undone.
Yeah, wild shape is as an action.
Okay, well, never mind. Scratch all that damage. I just turned into a bear.
Okay, you turn to a bear, have its head lulled down.
Panda.
The
Very sad panda.
The bear has a moment of like panic. It's like, oh wait, no, it can't stab me yet. It's fine. More meat. So that was 13 damage. Okay. That puts us to K.
I don't like where the sharks are placed. It's rather inconvenient for me.
Well, you can leave, and it's still as long as you move before you attack them, they still need that will save to attack you.
Yeah.
That's true.
And they have Bane on it, so they
Yeah,
need to
plus they
make
have
a
Bane.
15 will save with a minus D4.
You know what? Cool. I'm gonna go over here.
It will make
then-
it will attempt an opportunity attack with its
Oh,
tail.
Go for it! Try, you stupid animal.
And it has to make a wisdom saving throw, you said?
Yeah. So minus D4 on the die.
Yep. What's the DC?
15.
15. Bane saved your ass, Kay.
Doesn't matter.
So it has to make it. It changes the target of its attack.
One sec.
Sylvania?
One sec, I'm reading. On a failed save, creature must choose a new target or lose the attack. But it's an attack of opportunity, so I don't think it can change target. I'm not leaving its reach.
Just taking a look. Yeah, I'd say that because the opportunity attack is explicitly against the creature that's moving away, it doesn't have another valid target to a hit. So
That would be a really, really horrible interaction for me if that's how that works.
yeah, it misses Kate and then just slaps you with its tail instead. But no,
Like,
I'd
damn
roll
it.
it. No, because it's only valid target during an opportunity attack is the target that's moving away. It has no other target it can swing at. Okay. So it loses its
And then-
attack.
And then I'm gonna shoot the one of which is my target on through thing. So this one.
Yep. So you attack the one that
shoot
you
it
got to
twice.
Hunter's Mark.
DM,
Yes.
was that because of Mind Whip? Because it made an opportunity attack.
That's its reaction, and it's not its turn.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So I'm betting neither of them hit,
Neither
and
of them
I
hit,
have
and
to
roll
roll
me a
for
severity.
severity. Yeah.
As K rolls a 1 and a 2.
I swear it's rolling nothing but ones today.
Ooh.
That's a 10.
Roll me
I'm
damage.
Stop. I'm sorry. So
Damn.
it's 8.
So we have 3 things that are in line: Sylvania, dog, and Annah. 1 is Sylvania, 2 is dog, 3 is Annah. You shoot dog again for 8 damage.
Okay.
First you stab dog, and now you shoot dog. Theo.
My God!
So many nat ones this session.
Oh, well, first, bonus action to roll another 2 d6 for Syl so she can get 8 damage or 8 HP back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to I think I'm gonna try and cast Eldritch Blast on this one. So first spell attack is a 23.
23 hits.
Yay! I'm just gonna do my second spell attack, which is a nat 1, so only fucking damn it.
Where's my big ass die? Because we're already at 4 nat ones on d20, so we're right up.
God
I'm
damn
curious
it.
as to how bad we're gonna get. Okay. We're at 4.
Okay.
So roll me severity on that nat 1. Also roll me the damage for your successful
Oh,
one.
severity on that is 6.
Roll
So
me a surge.
Maybe it'll be
7.
good.
7.
No, the
No, like
D4
roll me
and
like
D4.
the not a surge check, but like the d4 and the d100.
Oh, the d4 for 28.
Oh no! Don't
It's
fireball our new friend.
Hoping not.
He's already been on fire once.
All I remember from the original chart is fireball is 20 something.
This is 4.
The shark took 9 damage.
Okay, and so 4 and 28.
I think we're gonna die, guys.
Die. Some of your corpses are going to be eaten. Some of us are going to wander off into a different plane of existence before harm comes to their bodies.
So Theo, you cast
Yeah.
that first Eldritch Blast and get a solid
Yeah.
hit in on the one, and you attack the one that was grappling Annah, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that was +9. And you're like really confident. You're like, yeah, really great. And you charge with the next one. And as you go to cast it, it doesn't cast. And you're like, wait, what? As you hear this kind of like murky bubbling sound, and you're like, what is going on? And then suddenly, like, a slight shadow appears over you. You look up just in time to watch this bubble of tar appear above you and drop. Followed moments, like, and it's like wiping out of your eyes and trying to get it free. You just feel another flump on top of you as you look down, and you are now covered in feathers. Your movement is reduced by half.
Just Theo, right?
Just, yeah, specifically on the caster. So you've been tarred and feathered, and your movement speed is reduced by half.
Myself a chicken.
Theo, I didn't know you learned wild shape. I think you need to work on it. You're a bit tall for a chicken.
I did not learn wild shape. Because I'm like spitting them out of my mouth.
Alrighty. Is there anything else on your turn?
Good day. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. that puts us to Sylvania. You just watched Theo turn into a chicken.
Things are finally in range, so I'm going to pull out my flail that has also doubled in size. Or Morningstar.
Yep.
I don't know why I keep calling it a flail. The other one. And I'm going to smash this one because I think it's been the most hurt.
Okay, roll me an attack.
A 10 does not
It
hit.
does not hit.
My second swing for my second attack is a 15.
15 does hit.
Alright, so I'm going to roll, plus I get to add an extra d4 because I am large.
You're also inspired.
That's an extra 1, so 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage. Alrighty.
I am then going to take a quick look back at the mirror sitting on K. The sharks go before Anna goes.
How long
right?
does Sanctuary last?
A minute.
Or until he takes hostile action?
Yeah, so he's taking a hostile action, so it's not actively working. It's like sitting on the ground beside him.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a quick look at that to go double checking. Anna already went this round, so sharks go before Anna.
Correct.
Okay. And I'm going to do a quick whistle, and the mirror is going to fly over and pop up on Anna.
Sweet.
Wait, you can reposition it?
I'm casting it again. Just the mirror flavor.
That's the flavor text.
Sure. Okay, yes. Sanctuary is a bonus action. That was my, for whatever reason, my brain's like, Sanctuary is an action.
No, bonus action. I'm putting it on Anna,
Okay.
so they have to make a wisdom save. Dog is then going to move between the two sharks and use the dodge action, but now he's between the sharks, so he can use his reaction to give either of them disadvantage,
Alrighty.
which might save Anna. Hopefully I will save Anna.
Alrighty. And that's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, the shark that is currently grappling Anna is going to thrash
Only-
about.
Can only make one move, one move.
Move, attack, or one move, action, or bonus action, correct?
Yep.
And it's going to choose
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
And it is going to thrash about. So it
Does
has
it
to
need
make
to
a
make the
wisdom
wisdom
saving throw first, which it fails. So as it starts to try and flail about, the mirror kind of like swings in front of its eyes and kind of like shakes itself a bit, and it is going to swing its tail around then and take a hot shot at Sylvania.
Add a D4 or minus a D4.
Minus a D4, are you, would you be imposing disadvantage with dog?
Does it have advantage with its tail?
It has advantage on any target that is not at max health.
Okay. I think tail is weaker. Now I'm just going to use it because I don't know if the other one's going to attack me, so I'll impose disadvantage.
Okay. So it is a straight roll then, minus bait. That is a dirty 20.
That doesn't hit me.
Okay. So it swings the tail around. Dog manages to push you out of the way a bit, so it fails to actually land its hit. The other shark... Actually, Anna.
Yes.
In wild shape, how much health does your bear have?
34. Which is why I chose the bear.
That's fair. Because I'm just thinking, like, technically, because bear form has not yet taken damage, they do
bear's
not get
technically
frenzy
full
on you because
health.
you're technically a full health bear.
Huh.
More so a note that I have to keep in mind for the future. Also, so I do not forget that Anna is currently a bear.
Yay.
We'll put Baron out there. Alrighty. The other one, smelling the blood coming off of Sylvania, is going to turn and attack Sylvania. Because it is blood frenzy.
Should have
so
saved
that
Dog's reaction.
Well, I mean, if you hadn't
Minus a D4.
imposed disadvantage,
But I think the teeth do more damage, is my worry.
Yeah.
But with disadvantage, or with Bane saved your ass.
How
'cause
much?
It would have been a 22, brought down to 18 with Bane.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that just saves me needing to cast shield. That's nice.
And so so it fails on that attack. It is going to move though.
Ooh, actually, Bane means I get an attack of opportunity here.
Okay, so roll me attack of opportunity.
25.
25 will hit. Roll me the damage. Plus 7 damage.
10. Because I'm still enlarged.
Ah, yes, that's right. You get an extra d4.
Don't forget, you also have an inspiration die.
25 was going to hit anyway.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you can't use inspiration on damage.
I'm just
Otherwise, that would
reminding.
make Bard
Remember,
horribly, horribly, horribly broken.
Is inspiration a d4 or d6?
D6.
Okay.
Alrighty, and that puts us to Anna. You are currently in the bear's mouth. Or you're currently
Yeah, I'm gonna try-
in the shark's mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and bite its mouth with my mouth. 13 on the
13
first
hits.
attack. Oh, it hits! That's exciting. So we're gonna bite it for 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and claw its teeth out. That's only a 9.
9 will not hit. So
Yeah, fair enough.
You bite the shark, and then you go and try and grab its teeth, but it's kind of like shaking its head, and you don't quite get any purchase on it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Alright, that's my turn.
What are you doing, Kay?
I don't know. Oh, I
Finish
think
murdering the shark with Annah in its mouth.
Yes.
realistically speaking, that seems like the best life plan. Let come to terms with it. So I guess that's 2 longbow shots,
Okay.
and hopefully I don't injure my
Hopefully
friend.
you don't shoot dog again.
Well, one of those was close, and one of those hits.
Yeah,
so...
first shot misses, second shot hits.
And I will roll my Hunter's Mark. What's that? Which puts us at a whopping 12 damage to that shark.
Alrighty. That shark is looking very rough at the moment.
Bud.
Well,
Stupid asshole.
I'm excited for him. Anyways, that's my turn. Cool. I'm afraid of what the shark beyond the tree is gonna do to me next turn.
Fair.
Because I'm concerned I'm separate from the party, and that's vaguely concerning, but I digress. Let's find out.
Theo.
I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on the shark that has Anna.
Okay, so roll me those nat
So-
ones.
No. So one's a dirty 20, and one's a 21, so there!
Nice. Two very solid hits. Now roll me the damage for those.
2d10 plus... yeah, it's 2d10. It would be 2d10 plus 4.
Yeah, because your charisma modifier times 2.
I did a whole whopping of 8 damage because I rolled 2 2s.
Oof.
Doesn't that feel great?
Oh, totally.
8 damage. 4 apiece.
Very accurate with a pea shooter.
Yeah.
Alright, that puts us to Sylvania.
Well, it's still in range. It gets whacked. A 10 doesn't hit,
10 does not hit.
but a 20 does.
20 definitely does.
So there's a total of 12 piercing damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
Yes. Being big, I kind of just like swing it over my head and like smash his skull in, and just like his teeth just fly out past Annah.
Yes.
Just like, yes.
Yeah, as the shark is like, let's go with Anna briefly to try and get a better grip. Open, well, you just bring your mace down on the top of his head, just slam his mouth shut. And you watch it thrashes about a bit, but then gradually like slows and just sinks down to the forest floor.
There, that's what you get, Mist Shark. And in that case, my bonus action, I'm going to tell Dog to come, or I guess I don't need to use my bonus action, but I'm telling Dog to go over there. Dog will use the dodge action, and I don't have a purpose for my bonus action, but I will reposition
Isn't giving
that.
Dog a command your bonus action?
No, telling Dog to attack, telling Dog to do anything other than dodge or move is my bonus action.
Okay.
So if I want Dog to dash, I need to use my bonus action, but that was within his normal movement.
Oh yeah, for the takes your bonus action to for dash just need help hide search or attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just want him to go over there, help defend Kay.
Okay.
And I'm going to step over here, so hopefully between me and Dog, that Shark's options are me or disadvantage against Kay.
You're putting a lot of onus on the intelligence of this shark. Need to remind
I
you
said
of the -5
hopefully.
intelligence of this shark.
I said hopefully. I'm hoping that if it decides to head towards any of us, it will head towards me, but if it heads towards Kay, it hopefully gets disadvantage.
Alrighty. Well, that puts us to the shark's turn. It is gonna go after Kay. So it's gonna come out and then over to attack Kay.
Dog will use the reaction to give disadvantage.
Yep. Kay, are you at full health right now, or are you taking damage?
I'm at full health.
Okay, so it does not have advantage on this.
Minus D4.
Minus D4. Okay, does a 14 hit you?
Beats it.
Well, I did my best.
Yup.
I mean, it's fair.
I mean, it's
What's your
better than
AC?
that 20 it had on the other side, so...
Yeah.
I mean, it's meets it, beats it. So my AC is 14.
Oh, okay.
Oof, that's a lot of damage, though.
I'm not dead, so unless you did, if you did 58 damage in a single attack, this creature would be significantly more terrifying.
No, I think it needs to crit to pull that off.
Exactly.
So I saved you from that.
Yeah. Actually, I'm curious. technically, the max damage it can deal in a single turn or a single attack is 66 damage with a crit.
So technically,
You could one-shot. But
Odds
it's not
are-
because this is not a crit.
yeah, exactly. Statistics implies I can survive a hit from this creature.
That's 18 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
22.
22. You successfully do not get grappled as it comes in and clamps down you, and it brings its mouth back to try and get a bit better grip, and you manage to squirm away.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that was 18 damage, right?
Yes.
Perfect. It's just a flesh.
Yes, a very big flesh wound. As you've got like teeth marks starting from your shoulder and coming down around your arm. As it tried to remove your robot arm. Anna's running up in bear form.
Bear form, so 40 feet, so I can make the distance, unless you give me a Care Bear stare and then give me a ranged attack, but I don't think you're going to.
You do not get the Care Bear stare, I'm sorry.
It's the Care Bear countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So that's a 10 for the bite, which does not hit. Then we're going to try and claw it. Slightly better, but still no bueno. Alright.
So you take a couple swings, and this shark saw what you did to the other one, and it manages to kind of swim up and over your attacks as you lunge at it.
No, fair enough.
That puts us to K.
Me again?
Well, it's your turn to attack now, yes.
Oh,
Last time you got bit.
It's fair. It's fair. I mean, I've gotta at least take a step back.
Okay, so that provokes
which-
attack of opportunity.
I'm well aware.
That is a 21 to hit.
D4.
All right.
I don't think even at max that's...
I mean, even with the -5, it still hits me.
Or -4.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm getting hit. So bite me.
That's
We
another 18
need
points of
to
piercing
increase-
damage.
I don't care. Moving on. It's gonna get hit twice. Well, I'm very cocky. It's gonna get hit twice with this bow attack, or so K hopes.
Yeah!
22 and a 22.
A lot of tattoos.
So, we're just gonna go with that, and with that,
Ooh, nice
followed
damage too.
by
Yeah.
roll 2d6.
You did not pass Hunter's Mark onto it.
I didn't.
So you...
Valid. I'm doing that. If you'll let me at this point, because I would assume that's the thing I would have done. It's my bonus action, so I'm going to assume that. But
Yeah,
up to your claim either way.
I'll let you put on, but just for future reference, you need to call it
Yeah, I
back
should-
beforehand.
I should be well behaved. Yes, 100% correct. I will give you that.
I'll
That's
give
on
it to you
me.
this time, though.
All right, that's fair. Either way, that's 26 damage. Or
Okay.
22 damage. Again, it's fine. And then, Kay, because I have movement left, or at least, well, actually, I don't. I'll leave by just taking a step back. This is more entertaining this way.
Okay,
Well, anyways, carry on.
that puts us to Theo.
Theo, with his like arms and his hunched up with the tar and the feathers, is gonna go. It's gonna go. And then he's gonna use just like that, and then he's gonna go. And he's gonna with his ring, and he's gonna use Mind Whip again
Okay,
on the shark.
that's
It
us
needs
intelligence
to-
saving throw again.
Intelligence saving throw, intelligence 13.
That
Minus
is a
D4.
natural 0.
Good. It
Between
takes.
the -5 and Bane, it got 0.
It takes 10 damage,
Okay.
and then it can only make a move, an action, or a bonus action on its turn.
Alrighty. Anything else in your turn?
Theo's gonna just trying to shake to get the feathers off.
You try and shake, and the feathers are firmly adhered to your hands.
Is this...
You wipe away some of the feathers, but just end up getting more feathers in your mouth in the process.
And yeah. Yeah. I think that's I think he'll use bonus action to inspire Anna this time.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
Alrighty. So Verna has inspiration, as does Sylvania currently.
Both tanks have an inspiration die at this moment.
I'm just gonna mark both of you for inspiration. And
Inspiration
inspiration lasts until long rest or short rest? Or until it's
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, so only 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
can
temporary
add
hit
it to-
points that last for until
Yeah.
rest.
One ability check, one attack roll, or one saving throw.
Alrighty, that puts us to Sylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll march up to there and smack the thing. 21 hits.
21
What?
percent.
Kill it with fire, or just kill it in general.
So that's 13 piercing damage. And smack it again. Oh,
25 hits.
no. For an extra 11 piercing damage.
Nice.
Is the thing still alive?
Yes, it is.
That's what didn't
Does
take
it
a lot
look
of
like
damage.
it's close to dead?
It looks like it's pretty rough, yes.
Alright, I will use my bonus action to tell Dog to rend the thing. So,
Okay.
then it's Dog's turn. Dog will... 17 hit?
17 hits.
5 force damage.
It's taking a lot of damage this turn. Alrighty. That
It's
puts,
still alive.
it
Damn.
is still alive.
Yeah, that's my whole thing.
That puts us up to Shark's turn.
You can pretty much only attack this time.
Yeah, you can either move or it can attack.
Move, silly shark. Run!
Who does he think is a more enticing deal? Okay. Anna is going to attack you. Have you taken damage in bear form yet?
I have not.
Okay, so it
It
does
has
not get advantage.
disadvantage. Dog uses his reaction.
Okay.
Minus a d4.
Does a 13 hit you, Mel?
Does bear AC is garbage.
It is, but
Oh
bear's
well,
tanky.
you have a lot of health.
Yeah, but bear's tank.
Alrighty, that is... Uh, 20 points of piercing damage as it bites down hard on you.
Alright. Ow.
And that is the shark's turn, because the shark can't do anything else because of fucking mind whip.
Correct.
Sorry about that.
So,
See, the
inspiration.
mind whip is all well and good. Bane has been what's caused the most problems. It's like,
I
it's like, oh,
know.
I would hit, except
I've
fucking
been-
Bane.
I've been a pain in the ass.
No,
This is
you're
why
being
that
we
is quite
amazing.
appreciate Theo. Theo is of value to our party right now. Because at some point in the future, DM, you're gonna haunt us with, well, if Jamie casts Bane, there's a chance we do nothing. And you're gonna haunt us with it. So you know what? We'll take this win.
Alrighty, so that puts us on to Anna. You just got bitten by a shark.
yeah, I'm gonna bite it back. Inspiration. Sorry, is that just a extra D4 to my attack roll if I choose?
D6.
Extra D6.
You can make
Okay.
the attack and then decide to use the inspiration after you've rolled.
All right. So bite attack. Wow.
That is
I-
a
you
nat
don't
one.
have to
So
use it.
roll me severity.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll the severity. So D100, 38.
38.
Oh.
Roll me damage.
Which is. Five
Okay, so
damage.
low. So you go to bite it, and as you do, it kind of like swings its body around. It manages to kind of club you with its head as you turn and just like you realize that like that last one was like, oh shoot, as you like bite down on Sylvania's shoulder. But you realize like, oh shoot, I've been like knocked away like as you're closing your mouth, but you try to close it just that little bit softer. That's the minimal damage that you rolled. But Sylvania, you do take the 5 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
for your
but my
bag.
armor is so good.
Sorry, Sil. And then the
It's
23.
apparently easier for my allies to hit me than my enemies.
Yeah, which is.
They know
But
your
we roll
points.
nat ones, yeah.
But they're
So,
not even trying to
23
hit my
hits.
way.
16 damage.
Hot damn, max
Breaking
damage.
its stupid little gills out.
Yeah, you turn around, you get a big bear swipe down. You can see these like big claw marks down the side of this shark.
Yay! Oh, those sixes look awesome.
Yup, max damage on that claw attack.
Alright, that's
puts us
all I
to
got.
K.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide, because there are people in front of me, what I want to do.
You had a whole round.
Oh, I'm aware, but that doesn't mean, like, I can guess I'll go over here and I'll take 2 shots.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean,
Both
I don't
those
know
will
if 15 hit. Oh, perfect.
That's
In
awesome.
that case, I'm assuming I'm going to roll my extra damage.
Yep.
6, and my internet is hitting me. That's cool. Because my keyboard won't let me type. Why? Technology. Do you hate Roll20 that much?
I think Roll20 just hates existence that much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Roll 20 just hates everything.
Roll20 crashed my web browsers.
Oh,
So
really?
Ooh.
give me a hot minute.
Yeah.
Because I
This session brought to you by Fuzzy Cat.
It's a kitty cat.
something is horribly wrong with my technology. I can't type. So I'll be right back.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
I mean, I'd love you to roll that for me. Either way.
What is it?
It's 2d6. I'll be
2d6.
right back because my computer
Uh,
decided
I
to
rolled 6 for you.
Love you. That's great. I'll deal with that.
That's like 23 damage. I hope that drops this shark.
Yeah.
It is.
Is it dead yet?
It is still standing. Well,
Oh,
floating.
thank God.
Flying? It's
Floating.
still there.
Swimming. Fog.
That puts us up through Theo.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Alrighty.
I don't think it's 12
Does not
hits.
Neither does 10.
I miss completely. In Eldritch Blast fashion.
Yeah, you're trying to fire them without hitting your eyes, and they just keep going that little bit over. You're like, God damn it, I'm not used to Sylvania
Yeah.
being this tall. Fire the next
Yeah.
shot.
And the fact that I have feathers and I'm like covered in, and I can't quite move because I'm covered in tar, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, your second shot, you go to cast and you sneeze because the feather's been tickling
Yeah.
your nose, or right before you cast, it just goes soaring
Yeah.
off out of the trees.
I imagine the tar is still like dripping down my face, and I'm like constantly to wipe it. It's everywhere.
Sylvania.
I have a dumb question.
I have a dumb answer.
Can I get tired of it and just bonus action? I can't use it as bonus action. Never mind. I'll do it after battle.
12 doesn't hit.
12 does not hit.
Does a 13?
13 hits.
Yay!
Oh wait, for the 12. Damn it. Should have Bardic Inspiration. Can I Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, I'll let you use the Bardic Inspiration on it.
I knew a 12 didn't hit before this turn. So that brings it up to a 14.
Which does hit. Also, we're all shuffled around now. Okay, it's disconnected.
6, 11.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
Hey, so this thing just annoys me, so I would just like sit there and I'm just like, I tried to like flip it and I swing my flail and knock its one like fin so that it ends up upside down, and then I just smash it in its stomach so that it slams into the ground upside down and it stops moving.
Yeah, just whack, whack,
Yay!
whack, whack. Stop moving! Whack, whack. Yeah, after walloping on it for a bit, it does eventually succumb and stop moving. And
as it's like I'm done being angry, it's just like I just shrink and it's like, yeah, I don't really like being big.
Big makes you a better target. As soon as combat is done, I cast Prestidigitation on myself to get rid of the tar and the feathers.
Yeah, you're casting Prestidigitation over and over, and like normally you're just like, oh yeah, I just have to cast it once, and then this whole area gets cleaned up.
Yeah.
But you have to cast it over and over and over again, even on like the same spot, and you're like, why is it taking so many casts?
Luckily, it's a cantrip, so I can cast it.
You're just casting over and over and over again, and eventually you do get yourself all cleaned up, and like you're like, okay, I think I'm okay. And then you pull out another feather out of your mouth and like, damn it.
Like a magic trick.
Oh, I don't know where these magical feathers came from, but they taste horrible.
Yeah, as soon as Annah becomes not a bear, I'm gonna walk over to Annah. It's like, I hate to ask this, but is Slugworth free?
Yep, absolutely. Let me grab him. And we will.
My best to keep people above half.
So I'm gonna use it at 3rd level. Write that off. First, I'm gonna
Roll me explosion
D20.
check. We do not explode.
And we do not explode, which I'm very grateful for. Is Slugworth on here? Slugsworth, he is. Submit. So 9?
Nope. 13 plus 9.
13. Oh, I see. Okay,
So
cool.
You heal for 22 health.
Thank you, Slugsworth.
And slaps him on, and you're just sitting there, and just like.
Two little like eye things like pat you down a little.
I say it just like that. Just thank you, Slugsworth.
Yeah.
For the record, I think Annah is the most horror-inducing character in our plot.
Hey, do you need healing?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Hey,
Slugsworth-
specifically upon Anna stating that, because I know for a fact I do need healing, Kay is going to summon his spirit.
Yeah.
So I will roll a
Roll me
d20
explosion
for
check.
that. Hold on. What?
Theo, Kay doesn't want Slugsworth.
I rolled a 15 for non-explosion. And very specifically, I'm going to summon my healing spirit. And she is I imagine my healing spirit in this case is just a pretty lady, and she's gonna step through me twice because I'm just gonna use all of this up at once
Yeah.
to heal 2d6.
Yeah, so, and like, I get where you're coming from with Anna being the most horrifying character in the party, because like, normally people are like, oh, druids, it's gonna be like cute little woodland creatures and like flowers and
bugs,
plants. And
bugs,
like, no,
all the time
we
bugs.
got pocket spiders, we
Pocket
have
spider.
a giant fucking slug.
Wait, people think cute for druids? In my mind, druids are either like super terrifying forest people that were raised by wolves and like will attack you because you stepped on a precious bush. Or-
As a person who's actually eaten bugs in their life, Anna scares me more than like a demonic sorcerer. Why? I'm like, you're a bad guy. I'm not afraid of you. But Anna's like, no, I'm going to summon every fire ant in 100-kilometer radius to become a wall of fire ants in front of us. And I'm not gonna lie, fire ants on the regular are horrifying. A wall of them at this distance is, you know what, thanks. I'm gonna leave now and never come back.
You're a brave man, Kay.
I agree. The ants were fearsomely impressive, but that doesn't mean you have to, you hurt poor Slugworth's feelings. Think of Slugworth. Think of how many times he saved our ass.
I thought of
While
Slugworth.
we're all having this
I don't-
conversation, Syl is taking 3 minutes to cast Mend 3 times to get Dog back up to full.
For all the damage he
Ah.
did to it.
Sorry about that. And about your shoulder.
I think we're taking a short rest.
Kay is going to actively apologize to Dog by offering to polish Dog. I don't know if Syl's gonna let Kay polish Dog, but Kay is going to offer to polish Dog.
Dog kind of like goes in to do like that like nuzzle to say yes, and then like nips you and walks away.
I'm fine with this. How much does he nip me for?
He's not trying to hurt you, just one of those like cat like fuck you nips.
Perfect. I'm going to assume that's 1 damage.
Sure, one
Just
more
due to the fact that I'm already wounded rather severely, I'm going to assume that it's going to be like the unintentional I touched the sharp object onto my cut and whoo! That was not what I wanted, but okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Hey Kay, are you able to make rations out of these things? Since we had to kill them.
That's a very good question. If the DM lets me roll a survival, I'll
Yeah, you
let
can
you
roll a
know.
survival check on them.
Alright, and my survival check.
Ithamir! Or Irithane, you can come out now.
As he kind of like peeks out from behind the tree, it's like, are they dead?
They're dead. They're quite dead.
Oh,
It looks like breakfast tomorrow. Do you have a particular way you like your shark cooked?
I can't say I've ever had cooked shark before, so.
Kay's like, alright, smorgasbord time. Okay, for breakfast tomorrow, regardless of how this pans out, we are going to have shark sushi and fully cooked shark, and you can decide based on what you want to eat tomorrow.
Awesome. DM,
Yes.
can I still see the invisible creatures, or has that worn off? Like our little entourage that was watching the show up in the
you can
tree.
still see them. Like you cast Slugsworth and put that on Sylvania,
Syl.
and you go looking around. You can still see them. So while Slugsworth is doing his thing, you can absolutely go and take a look around.
Okay, yeah, I just want to try and interact with them.
You walk up to them, and like as you walk up, you like try and reach out and interact with them. And roll me a nature check.
15?
15. When you first walk up, like you reach out for one of them, and you watch it kind of like fade out, and then like appear on another stone nearby, and you're like,
Question. Can Kay roll something smart sounding about the woods to see if he knows what Anna is theoretically doing?
Roll me.
Because this is my domain.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Cool. That falls within my my happy-go-lucky I'm smart here. My proficiency is doubled for int and wisdom checks. I mean, this is an int check, so it is nothing, which is very upsetting. Damn it. 18.
Right.
You still have an 18 though. Cinder. No, you cannot go playing with the dice.
So, if the DM will allow it, Kay is going to turn to Anna and go, I don't remember what the little beings are called.
Kodamas.
Yeah, Kodamas. Kay's gonna be like, are you trying to touch the Kodamas?
Yes.
Kay's gonna be like, don't do that.
Why not?
The Kodamas are, hold on. Kay is going to, Kodamas are tree spirits. They just kind of exist in and around trees. They don't do harm, but they're like a no-touchy
Kodama.
creature. Yeah, Kodama.
Yeah.
So like, they reside there, they're fine, they're cool. Just leave them alone.
Okay.
We'll be happy.
To quote something, it's a sign that this forest is healthy.
Alright.
I thought the giant fucking trees were a sign of that.
Yeah,
Fair
and
enough.
specifically, Kay's gonna make the statement of, if you harm a Kodama, intentionally or not, you will become cursed.
Don't
hurt
really know that.
Kodamas. Kay knows for a fact that he can't see it, but I'm going to assume, based on my lore, because the Fey Wilds are a thing, and I'm certain forests exist in the Fey Wilds,
Oh,
or
very
at least
much
in
so.
my head they definitely exist in my head, and Kodamas exist there, but I'm going to assume they're not invisible because Fey and spirits. But like, again, we don't care. This is Kay's imagination going wild at this point, but it's like, Kay has seen the effects of hurting a Kodama. You don't want to hurt a Kodama.
Yeah, Anna doesn't
Kodamas
want to
are-
hurt anything.
Okay, roll me a history check.
History.
With advantage
Okay.
because you're Arcana check. 16.
16.
So you remember when you were in the Feywilds, like, and yes, you are correct, like, the Feywilds is, the majority of it is a very large forest. It does somewhat mirror the material plane, but there are some very stark differences between it. But you definitely have seen Kodama there before. They are not always invisible. They can still be invisible there, but there are times where they'll be moving about visibly. But you do remember there was one Fae who they had been playing about, and they did end up accidentally falling and severely hurting a Kodama. Mostly, like, they were carrying a whole bunch of stuff and, like, basically, like, tripped and fell and dropped, like, a whole bunch of stuff right on where the Scuba Kodama was. They got turned into a hag and then shunted from the Feywilds.
Kate regales this story to the party in regards to Kodamas, and Kay is going to with the allowance of the DM, be like, so based on what I know of this forest, Kay does like a quick spin. It's like, this forest is probably filled with Kodamas.
That's
And-
awesome.
And Kay's gonna be like, they're cute, you love them. And if they approach you, you're golden, you're fine. Kodamas rarely move. So, like, again, if they approach you like an animal, you're probably fine. If you approach them, bad thing. There's no.
Well,
And then
Anna,
Kay's gonna go back to cutting up the shark.
Anna's just gonna use Druidcraft to, like, help some plants flourish. as a sign of respect, and then go away.
Yeah, you roll me another nature check, Anna.
15.
15. So you use druidcraft and cause this this patch of flowers to bloom and grow for a bit more. And as you're walking away, you take one look back and you watch as the Kodama who teleported off to sit on a rock, teleports in, just flunks down in the middle of the little grove you made.
Aw. Happy. Cool.
Which is his head with its crazy, creepy grin. Just
Yeah, they're adorable, but also creepy.
Yeah. Well, I love the fact that the faces are always just the 3 dots, and so it's any one of these could be a mouth, but they'll rotate their head a full circle. So it's any one of those could have been the mouth, but I don't know which one.
God bless Studio Ghibli for doing that to us.
I know, right?
I have little tiny ones that I gave to Joel to put in his bonsai tree.
Nice. So as the party is now shark free,
I hate sharks. I just want everyone to know that.
Pardon?
I hate sharks. I just want everyone to know that.
Yeah, and Kay, while you're carving away the shark, I imagine just having to carving sharks, carving sharks. And with the 18, you're able to get the land sharks that they don't have as much overly edible meat. A lot of it is they're very cartilage heavy. But you do manage to get enough to get a good, probably about 10 rations worth out of the 2 sharks, as well as breakfast in the morning.
It will obviously share the shark meat amongst everyone, but we'll hoard a little extra for breakfast in the morning because he's making shark sushi as also fully cooked sharks for those who don't, want sushi because they're uncultured humans.
Yeah.
Could we take a short rest?
Yeah, party can take a short rest. While Kay's carving up and
Excellent.
And Anna, your vision of the invisible creatures lasts for about an hour before you watch as you're kind of looking around and watch all the Kodams slowly fade away.
As they fade, I wave. So cute.
They bobble their heads back at you.
Yay!
So if people want to use their spend hit die,
Sure.
they can do that as well.
Yes.
Erythane is kind of looking at the group that was quite impressive.
Was it? I feel like we fumbled a little bit. I fumbled.
I fumbled.
At least once.
You did get tarred and feathered.
Yes.
What was that?
That's
wild
not one of my
magic?
proudest moments.
Was that wild magic?
Yeah. It happens. Sometimes, sometimes it's something, minor,
Doubling your money.
yeah, sometimes it's nice. You double your money. Sometimes you turn the bag you're holding into a bag of holding. Other times you get covered in tar and look like a chicken.
And sometimes you explode.
Yes, sometimes you explode.
That is.
We haven't exploded too much.
Hey,
Well, you saw Anna explode.
He's gonna
yesterday.
shout, "Speak for yourself! You've exploded the most out of all of us."
I've not exploded the most out of this group.
Kay is going to list systematically the times of which Theo has exploded, including but not limited to the entirety of the Dome of Protection, not Dome of Protection, the tiny hut being filled with a giant orb of water, nearly drowning us all.
That's right. That did happen. I mean,
Kay made 100 of himself.
I did not! Under no circumstance did I make anything. I made a bunch of people look and sound like me. It's completely different.
Kay also caused the weird flappy arm thing.
yeah, I turned to
Kay's gonna be like,
Thane and
what
go, yes,
are you
this
talking?
is also
Kay's gonna be
wild
and-
magic thing.
And Kay will respond with, I don't know what you're talking about, and walk
One
away.
day, we're gonna find a
Kay
way
being
to record
willfully
you.
ignorant is still ignorant.
Nothing is happening. My arms are still behaving like normal. Kay is actively, in his
When
perspective,
enough
going,
people tell you something is happening, eventually you just have to believe them.
yes, except my eyes, my body, my every sense is telling me you're wrong. So guess what? You're wrong. And Kay's just
That's
gonna...
not how that
argue.
works.
We can argue about who's right and who's wrong when we're out of the scary forest.
Actually, Kay, I think you've triggered the most wild surges.
I probably have. It's 100% certain that
Nice.
that is irrelevant in the context of me being a sassy bitch at Theo.
Oh, of course.
Because I might have triggered the most, but really the person who got punished the most by my own wild surges is me. The people who got punished the most by Theo's wild surges, last I checked, are literally everyone, including Theo.
I've really only rolled
Like,
2 of my wild surges. It's
Kay-
the funny
Kay- Kay's wild surges often fuck him over and other people. But like Theo's wild surges aren't so individual centric. They're
Yeah.
just like an AoE of death forms above you, and we're all running in dismay to try not drown in a bubble of safety.
Yeah, Kay
Like,
is currently at
and-
11 out of the 27 wild surges. Wild surge triggered.
Yeah, 100%. Kay rolled he did it twice a day for a month. So you know what?
Yeah.
So,
100%.
are we all going to continue heading out towards the temple?
Yeah, if people were wanting to take a short rest and use hit die or anything like that, you can do so now.
Yeah. Did.
So as the after taking a bit to rest, and the party does get up and carry on forwards. Rolling perception checks to keep her going through the forest.
Lots of 15s.
Still finding fair
16.
stray
I have a
feathers
plus
in my
0
clothes.
and somehow win.
Just 11.
Yeah, okay, you figure it. Oh,
Actually, it's a lie. I believe I have it. It's
Double
not
your
11.
proficiency.
Yeah.
14.
Thank you. I have a +7 to this, so my proficiency in my brain doesn't work. So thank
Plus
you.
3. So,
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, Theo, as you're going along, you're like, I thought I cast
Yeah.
as you're pulling
I'm-
another pack of feathers out from the inside of your cloak.
I am finding feathers in the weirdest of places.
you
You're
need to
finding
work on
feathers
that
in
wild
places you
shape,
didn't know you
Theo.
had places.
Exactly.
As for Annah and Sylvania, as you're going along, you're noticing there is actually I also need to kill the combat music because that was no longer relevant. You're going along, it's all things considered a fairly calm and peaceful time. Sylvania, at one point you get a little bit of a feeling of you're being watched, but you stop and take a hard look around. Aren't seeing anyone. Carry on. Okay, while you're walking along, you notice that there is a large feather that is just stuck to the center of the back of Theo's head. And you're just like, they haven't noticed.
And Kay's gonna leave it alone. Kay's not even gonna give a damn about the one particular feather on the back of Theo's head.
Yeah, and Theo,
He knows it's there.
your hair is white, correct?
Yep. My hair's white.
Yeah, so this is like a jet black raven feather. It's like very distinct on the back of Theo's white hair.
After thinking that we've been watched, I'm going to lean over to our NPC companion that Sylvania has not bothered to learn the name of. So it's going to sacrilegious elf friend.
Give it kind of a bit of an odd look.
What are the chances that the elves here will kill us for killing those sharks?
I wouldn't say very high. The elves have nothing against defending yourself, after all.
Do they have nothing against defending yourself if you're an outsider?
I mean, anyone is permitted to defend themselves.
History
It's
check?
not like you went out and were actively hunting these sharks.
Fair, fair. Is the fact that we prepared them for food a good or bad thing?
Well, I mean, if you were to have just left them, then that would have just gone to waste. So, I'd say better because they're being used. At least some of them are.
Okay, okay.
Theo.
I feel like we're being followed.
I just want to know if I hear this conversation, if I if I know how the what I know.
Yeah.
Essentially. 17.
17. As much as some elves are not fond of outsiders and are very harsh against outsiders, in general, the elves don't have any, like if you're being attacked by a creature, you can defend yourself.
Yeah.
I'm
guessing that's very much the same in
very much the same in Ithendril.
In Ithendril, yeah.
Yeah. When you say that you think you're being being watched, he is going to roll a perception check. He stops and kind of looks around and. Well, I mean, there is a lot of wildlife in the forest, so any of them could be watching us. Even some of the things that we can't always see, but I'm not seeing anything at the moment. Not to say
Kay's
that
gonna respond
it
with,
isn't there.
Kodamas are definitely watching Annah right now.
Sorry, the what?
Kodamas.
And he pulls a little notebook, kind of writes those down. As you're walking along, he gets you to basically explain to him specifically what kodamas are.
What a Kodama is. On this walk, Kay is going to go into an extensive lecture in all of his, whatever the 16 that I rolled previously about Kodamas was, and like an excruciating 16 roll detail about Kodamas and what they do and how you know they're present and what not to do around Kodamas.
Yeah, and he's making notes because, like the way you describe them, they seem like a spiritual entity of some sort, and you kind of get the vibe like with him being into like a whole bunch of different religions. That's right up his alley. He's like, oh, that's really interesting. So he's wanting to learn more.
Sacrilegious elf friend.
Not sacrilegious, just open to various religions.
Sacrilegious elf friend.
As the party carries on towards the evening, I'm assuming that Theo, you're tossing up another hut.
Yay.
All right, throw me an explosion check.
14.
Yay.
So you throw up Liam's tiny hut, and as you're the party's able to kind of hunker down for the night. Are people keeping watch again?
I think so.
Yeah.
What order are people taking watch in?
I can take first watch. Or
Okay.
Anna can.
I only need 4 hours, so I can take the second watch.
Okay.
I'll take third.
He'll begrudgingly take last
Alrighty.
because he's back as being part of these things again.
Yep.
The fun part is I'll be wide awake, so we can take watch together. Won't that be fun? Being up early in the morning, just you and me?
Yes, in the wonderful world of Kay has an aggressive perception roll in the form.
So,
Oh my god.
Anna,
Sorry, carry on.
Anna, during your watch,
Jesus Christ.
starts out and it's fairly calm, and you find that you're not seeing a whole lot. After probably about an hour and a half, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I don't like that. 13. Eee.
13. You're sitting there and you're like, what is that? And you turn and you swing your hand back because you feel something like pulling at the back of your shirt, and you swing back, and as you look back, you can see the asshole bird inside the dome.
What?
And who has just stolen one of your shark rations as it turns and takes the fuck off.
Oh no, Theo's gonna be so mad.
Sorry, I'm the fucking dome! I have so many questions!
And Anna, roll me an Arcana check.
Oh shit. I'm so not good at those. 11.
You're just like... Is it supposed to be able to get in? What?
Is it a magic bird?
But the rest of your watch goes by, and you take this one shark ration.
Asshole bird is a secret god, it's confirmed.
Yeah, Anna will wake up Theo and begrudgingly admit that on Anna's watch, asshole bird got into the hut.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What did you say?
I felt something tug on my back, and when I looked, it had popped into the hut, and it took a shark ration, and then flew off immediately.
When you say hopped in, you mean you saw it cross the barrier?
No,
Or
it
it
was
already...
inside the hut when you turned around. You did not watch it pass into the hut,
Oh,
but you did watch it leave the hut.
well,
Did it, like, fly in as I cast the spell? I don't remember a bird when I cast the spell.
couldn't tell ya, it just left the hut. Usually it squawks a lot, so I think we would have known if it was there beforehand. Ugh. I'm sorry, Theo.
It's okay. I'm just going to ponder things, and the next time I see it, I don't know, maybe we'll get Kate.
Theo's
Yeah.
wild surge the other day just make it so every time he casts Tiny Hut, it summons asshole bird.
Please, no! That would be Theo's personal hell!
Yeah.
We're already living in your personal hell, Theo.
The asshole bird just gets like a VIP pass into your tiny hut.
I would hate that.
It'd be great. It's great.
Alright, Theo, roll me a perception check.
I'm not on my game while I'm here. 16.
16. Especially after Anna's informed you that the asshole bird has gone into the hut, you're just like, every little bit, like you're checking around the hut.
Yeah.
Making sure that all your stuff is together, and you're just like, how could it have gotten in? And
Nothing gets in. Nothing gets in unless I tell it to. Nothing. Asshole bird doesn't get in because I don't want asshole bird in this.
And you watch as, like, in the grass, you see, like, a small mouse, like, scurrying along.
Yeah.
and it scurries up and gets to the edge of the dome and kind of like it like notes it can't go in, like it runs around the side of the dome. So it's just like it is
That's right.
working.
That's you. That's right. Do that. Oh, nothing gets in. I like hold up my chain and be like, is it you? Are you playing? You usually don't play tricks. You usually just stay quiet. You've been quiet for a very long time, but it's not. I don't need this right now. If this is a joke for something, you could stop. I have other things to deal with.
Theo descends into madness.
And like at one point, Stella just like pokes its head out of your cloak and just like, quiet, trying to sleep.
Oh,
like,
I'm glad you
slides
get
itself
well
back
sleep.
into-
Watch yourself, Stella. I'll turn you into a bird again.
No.
I don't want to be a bird.
But the rest of your watch comes and goes fairly uneventful. You wake up Sylvania, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Dog to do it.
Okay, roll me a
And
perception
tonight,
check
I'm
for
gonna
you and for
fi-
Dog.
I'm going to set up Fix, Ellie, and Hip, because it's been a while since I've had them flying around.
Alrighty. Ellie and Hip start flying around.
I'm also going to use my Flash of Genius to make it so Dog gets a 22. Dog, notice everything.
Okay, and roll me a perception check for yourself as well.
Yeah, I'm only telling Dog to notice everything. I'm fixing Ellie and Hip.
Yeah, see, you send Dog off to go and like take watch, and you're working on Ellie and Hip, the two tiny robotic birds. And after a little while, Dog comes back into the hut, and you kind of look over and probably, I'm guessing, quickly check Dog for arrows.
Yeah.
Which Dog doesn't seem to have any arrows stuck in them this time. And then they toady back out on their pathing again. Just follow their designated path around the camp, and they return to the hut. They don't seem to inform you of anything of concern.
Good job, Dog. You didn't get shot tonight. Nothing seems to be attacking us. Good job.
Then are you waking up Kay?
I'm going to poke Theo, who should be waking up at about this point, and let Theo wake up.
Okay. Yeah, so the
After
kind of
being
come out of
woken
your
up.
trance,
Yep.
Sylvania starts poking you.
Oh,
Good morning,
round
Theo.
2.
Good night.
1. Yeah, good night. You didn't see any birds. Any asshole bird. You didn't see the asshole bird during your watch, did you?
The asshole bird. Dog, did you see the asshole bird?
Dog looks at you with a straight face.
Nod if you have seen it. Shake if no.
Roll me an intelligence check for Dog.
He like shakes a paw.
Be awesome.
Oh, oops, that was supposed to be -5, not +5, so -3.
Dog continues staring at you, just straight faced.
Dog. I just need to know that really annoying bird that Theo hates.
I hate it.
Have you seen it? Sit for no, lay down for yes.
Dog is staring at you straight face, just like standing there, just like,
Maybe it's like a real dog. You know how real dogs have like keywords that you say, and it's like, do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go to the park?
No, that's not how.
Do you want a
dog works.
treat? Do you want to go for a walk to the park to get a treat? You know, that little game.
Dog is unusually smart, but also unusually stupid.
Moment of brilliance that just circles back around to stupidity again. It's like Narok.
I'll go wake up Kay.
It's like Naruto.
What's
Oh,
funny?
it wasn't supposed to be -5. It was only supposed to be -3. But still, that was still -1.
Yeah. They basically
go-
at that point their brain just goes into like defrag mode and they're just like updating.
I can see eternity.
I can see the future.
Yeah.
Dog has kept me safe long enough, but I think that's a bit much to ask him if he's seen Asshole Bird. Asshole Bird isn't an actual threat.
It's quite true. You can go to bed. I'll go wake up Kay now. I walk over. I start shaking Kay's shoulder. Kay, it's your favorite time of the day. It's morning.
I'm gonna wake up to a 23.
All right.
I went to bed with a 29, and then I realized that it's gonna be hours before I actually see anything besides the back of my eyelid. So I figured I'd roll again.
Yeah,
That's a
you
23
studied the
then.
back of your eyelids thoroughly for the duration of your sleep. You get up in the morning when Theo starts pestering. You're like, fine. You take a look around, and with the 23,
For the record, if I see Asshole Bird, I'm offering him breakfast.
Could you, if you do see him and you do offer him breakfast, could you ask him a bunch of gripping questions I have? Like, why does he keep following us? Just who the hell
His
is
answer
he? Why
last
is he
time
such
was
an
just a very
asshole?
loud fuck.
Kay's gonna respond with Asshole Bird's last statement to Kay.
That doesn't make any. That's not helpful at all. This is the opposite of helpful.
Asselbird is just the gift that keeps on giving.
It's not.
Never stop.
But seriously, I have gripping questions. If you see him, maybe I can
Kay is
text
not
him.
going to ask.
Why not?
Because it's funny.
No.
Yup.
Because if Kay asks questions, it might ruin his headcanon. So, Kay, while you're watching, at one point in time, like you're looking at, like there's not a whole lot of moonlight poking through the trees, but while you're looking up and looking around, you do end up seeing a humanoid figure perched up on one of the branches. And at first you're like, monkey? But then it's like, no, that's too big to be a monkey. But then after a little bit of like watching it, you watch it turn and like slip behind the trunk of the tree. You're like, yeah, you saw a humanoid figure in the tree. Do with that what you so well.
Kay's gonna start making breakfast.
Okay. You start cooking up some of the shark meat, as well as doing a nice little board of just like sushi shark meat. And roll me a. I guess it'd be cooking. I think there was cooking
Survival?
tools. Roll me d20 plus your proficiency.
In what? Oh wait,
Just your proficiency bonus.
yes.
So it'd be d20 plus 3, I think.
Roll one d20. I can type. It's fine.
Six. you've never cooked shark before. So you're like, I don't know exactly how you're supposed to
Like
cook this
it's
stuff.
like
And so you
chicken,
just, like,
right?
And you figure,
It's fish.
I can just boil this, right?
Oh.
And so you boil a bunch of the shark meat, and you toss a few herbs and stuff like that into
The
the
sushi is definitely the option to take today.
and you're like, you finish it off, you're like, oh, this seems like it's probably good. And you take a bite, and it's like chewing on rubber. And you're like, yeah. And so it's kind of like, dump that out. And it's like, sushi's dirty. But the shark meat itself as sushi is pretty good. A little bit more earthy tone than you're used to, but they're more than other fish. But it all looks pretty good. It pulls apart in your mouth fairly nicely, and
Good job, Kay.
so as the party gets up, Anna, are you casting Goodberry today?
No, because there's shark rations.
Okay. Just figured I'd ask if you wanted to light more trees on fire.
Fair enough. Take my long rest.
Yeah, everyone take a long rest. You get your spell slots
Yay.
and heals and all that kind of stuff. The party continues on. Everything's like, oh, I think we're getting close. Probably only about a day, maybe a day and a half further. So, have you all, I don't know, have you done much exploring of temples and crypts and stuff like that?
Well, the last
Define
temple we
temple.
explored, my friend Kay here lost his arm.
I
And then one time we explored another place, and then we got sent into another dimension.
Yeah.
Kind of also where we stayed for an experience of time in a temple. So I think it's safe to say this isn't our first rodeo, chap.
I see.
I understand, we fumbled a bit back there. I got covered in feathers. It's all right to feel a little, wary. But we've done this once or twice.
I hope that this one goes better than the last one.
As long as we don't see a portal, hopefully we don't jump through it. Well, Kay might, but
Well, the last temple we went to, we found you. So
it's very true.
make your own opinion how well that one went.
Well, you have the orb, and we have yet to die, so I suppose that's a good sign, but hopefully this is another positive notch on the adventuring post.
I mean, it's alright to feel a little apprehensive. I've been feeling apprehensive for a long time now. You just kind of shove it to the back of your head.
That seems like a poor choice in terms of survivability.
I mean,
Well, that's
When
why I
it's-
joined this group.
It's true.
true.
What do you mean?
Oh, you see, I met them back in Stoneforge. And I had met an old master there that said that to turn on the device I'm trying to make, I would need a group of people with no sense of self-preservation. I then saw these three, and a bugbear, charge a bridge with tons of weird insect evil things, and they were sure to
Oh,
die.
we did that.
they were specifically we didn't charge a bridge.
But then
I
they
charged
didn't
the
die.
bridge. Everyone
more
else
of,
stayed backwards.
We held the line while a bunch of these things came up. We'd fought them earlier. We went down into an abandoned mine.
Some very nice
ruining my story. So
explosives.
these four charged these things with no sense of self-preservation. So as I just knew at that moment that this was the group of people I needed to be a part of.
It was more of a situation
Apparently
of
the
hold the line
bugbear
while
went
everyone
up
gets to the door.
north, and we were up there recently. She's still doing okay, but she seems to have gained a sense of self-preservation, so her loss is not severe.
I see.
don't think. No, yes, that's it. Sugi has gained her self-preservation, though I wouldn't say that's made her less dangerous.
I don't need dangerous. I need no sense of self-preservation.
She also did follow us into that little pocket dimension, though.
You went into a pocket dimension?
I thought we told you so. We went into a pocket dimension. We fought a hag.
We almost
threatened
died.
the hag.
I didn't remember it was in a pocket
we almost
dimension.
died. I threatened the hag's servant that if she didn't remember that we were all gonna die, because as soon as the hag died, the pocket dimension started collapsing.
I wasn't there for that.
No, you were doing sensible things and fixing the town.
Generator.
Generator? Yes.
Big
Boiler
Bessie. That's
generator?
not what they called her,
Old
but
Bessie.
I called her
Oh, Old Bernie. That's what it was.
Old Bernie.
Right.
But yes, no, yeah, we were in a pocket dimension. We've been to a lot of dimensions.
Oh, by the sounds of
We've
it,
been
only
to two
3.
dimensions.
3 if you include
I've
the
been
Imperial
to
plane.
3.
4 if you
Well,
include the
Kay's
Imperial
been to
plane.
4.
I've been to many more than 2. Thank you very much.
That's safe to say we've seen a bunch of weird things. We're going into a temple. I imagine there might be more weird things. Hopefully it's just abandoned. But I wouldn't be surprised if, some more mist sharks come out.
It's a temple, so there could be demons.
There could be demons.
Devils.
There could
There
be devils,
could
is very
be
true.
undead.
Yes,
there
it's very true,
could
yes,
be-
also undead.
In this forest, weird fae things.
Remember the time the dragon attacked us in the forest? We also did that.
Oh, there could be a dragon.
There could be a dragon. Are we putting you
watch
in ease yet?
You watch us poor Irrithane. It's just getting more and more like, oh god, we're all gonna die.
Oh,
I feel like we're
worry,
doing all these
Irrithane.
horrible things that you're like, oh, this could absolutely be there. And this would make perfect sense to be there. And you're just like, I am in over my head.
Don't
Yep.
worry,
I mean-
Irrithane. When you find something super dangerous, you don't need to be the fastest person. You just can't be the slowest person. Now, usually the slowest person would be me, but I have dog, which actually makes me the fastest person. So, you actually might
slowest
be the
person is
slowest
me.
person. You might want to start worrying.
The slowest person is me. You just have to be faster than me.
He's
God.
kind of like grappling with this, like,
That was a problem, which it's not. You would just ride on me, who's turned into a bear, to take you to safety. It is okay. Do not lose hope. We still have 2 more days? How many more
He
days of
can't
travel?
ride you
Day
if
and a
you're a
half.
bear. I'm
Okay.
the only one that can ride you if you're a bear, because you're still a medium creature. You have to be a small creature to ride a medium creature.
Oh, is that the case?
you say that, but some people can ride a centaur.
Bear. Yeah, I guess bear is medium.
Normally. And also non-player
Oh, no.
character centaurs are large creatures.
That's
Brown
fair.
bears are large beasts. So I think he'd
bears
fit
are
fine.
large.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We've been making your token medium, so I just assumed you were medium.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's mostly just because I usually just replace Annah's token.
Yeah.
So as the party travels throughout the course of the day, enjoying the conversation and terrifying the shit out of poor Irrithane, you do hit towards
Remember that time I
Pardon?
got dressed up? Remember that time I got dressed up to fool a golem?
Yeah?
I did that too. I
The
still
red
pretty sure I still have that dress.
No, you got rid of the dress. You made
I
explicit
did? Okay.
mention that you were getting rid of the dress. Because I
Okay,
remember poking
good.
fun. It's like, are you sure you don't want to keep it? You might need it for another run. And you're like,
Nope.
no.
I'm getting rid of that dress.
Um,
Although I still have the brass rings.
yeah, night comes and Theo, roll me another explosion check for your hut.
I mean, if this is the time, if we're going to explode, 20.
That's perception check.
Oh, that's perception. Never mind.
That's not explosions.
20.
You do not explode.
Amazing.
Hey Theo, can you and I either be awake together for the first one or the last one? I want to experiment on your chains a bit more.
Whenever you want to.
Anna, take last watch.
Alright,
Would
so
you-
Anna's taking last watch. Theo and Syl are taking first. Or Sylvania's taking first while Theo's up, and then...
Theo only has to go in a transfer for hours, so...
Okay. Sylvania, what experiment are you doing on Theo's chain?
I look at Theo and I'm like, so I prepared this for today, and I have an extra bag of holding that is not actively dog's mouth.
Okay.
It's like, so I want to stick one end of your chain in this. And then
Okay.
stab it. It
Question.
should chunk a bunch of the chain into the ethereal plane, but since part of the chain will be in and out, I should be able to take that chain off.
Question.
Answer.
What if I get sucked into the bag of holding?
You shouldn't, because you won't be in the bag of holding. The only time that it would hurt everyone else is if I was to shove this in dog's mouth. That would cause a problem and suck us all in. But if I put the chain in and break that, then it should only take the stuff that's inside, which is just the chain. And I have two
Question.
theories. Theory number one, it will work. Theory number two, it'll just shunt out the chain into our plane instead of the ethereal one.
Question. I'm attached to the chain. What if I go to the ethereal plane?
It should only be a couple of them. It should only be the chains that are in it. It shouldn't suck anything in. As far as I'm aware. I'm like 97% sure.
If I do go to the ethereal plane, do you have a way of getting me out?
I will get you out within a week.
Okay. Well. Alright then, let's give it a go. As Theo, like,
Alright,
isn't a religious person, but is, like, crossing his fingers and, like, just being like, please don't suck me into the ethereal plane. Please don't suck me
Just
into
to
the
be
ethereal
extra
plane.
careful, I'm going to make sure Theo's wearing his backpack with 2 weeks of rations.
Yeah, so you
Just
load up
floating
Theo's
there.
backpack, put a whole bunch of extra rations in there. I'm assuming you're pulling out like a fair length of chain.
Yeah, pull out as much as I can. And I know I can pull out a fair amount based
100
on
feet.
previous experiments. So I want to shove a bunch of it into the bag, close the bag as much as I can so that like some chain has to be sticking out because it's attached to Theo.
Yeah.
And then stab it, and I'm hoping that the last chain that's like half in and half out will be broken and give me something that I can mess with that isn't attached to Theo.
Okay. So you pull and you get a good like 30 feet of chain just fed into this bag. And you're like, okay. And you like close the bag of holding as much as you can, so just like the two little strips of chain coming out, and like you've got the book sitting beside you and Theo sitting on the other side, and you're like, okay. And you take your knife and you bring it back and you stab it in the bag of holding, and you watch as the bag like eruption. Roll me a d20 quickly.
Allie, that was rude.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Roll me a surge.
Oh no, I'm in the ethereal plane for
Sorry,
a
I
week,
was
guys.
laughing. What did you just say?
Roll me a surge.
Nine. 4.
Hooray!
I guess I should start looking at rolling another character.
Well, we don't know what's gonna happen yet.
4 and 9. And for that, we have...
Oh, he's smiling.
We're gonna take a
doomed.
break.
Ah!
Oh
To leave!
Bye, bye, Theo. We hope you're not dead when you come back.
Looks like I'm in the ethereal plane, you guys!
Well, it could be worse.
Text
But
me!
my actual plan, if I have shunted Theo into the ethereal plane, I'm going to tell Anna and Kay to keep going to the temple with our friend, and I'm going to rush back and find a priest to reset.
See, I just figured I'd just keep popping back to the ethereal plane to check on Theo.
Oh, it's not the
Oh.
ethereal, it's the astral plane.
Yeah,
Oh,
if it's
better!
if it's the astral plane, that's
I'm just floating
horrifying.
there with my bag. A crazy astral monster comes going by. I'm like, please don't eat me.
I said I would get you back within a week. I intend to keep that
Wow,
promise
it'd be
to the
really
best of my
great if this
ability.
celestial being intervened right now.
Alrighty, with that being said, we're going to take our break here. We'll be back in about 10-ish minutes. Like that, and we are back up. I need to put that token.
Is this where I'm supposed to incomprehensibly scream?
Not yet.
Aaron, what have you done to us?
So the reason why I took the break there is because there was a few things I need to figure out, a few things I need to calculate, and so Sylvania, as you stab the bag of holding, you feel a release of magic, and you just kind of look up at Theo and just thinking to yourself, well, that's odd. And then everything goes black. Just instantaneously.
That's not good.
Theo, as Sylvania stabs the bag, you also can sense that release of magic. And as you look at Sylvania, you see the kind of looking confused down to the bag, looking up at you, and just watch cracks spread across their face. And then they explode.
Oh no!
Theo is flung from the tiny hut, which instantly dispels it. Anna, everyone inside the hut takes 38 points of force damage.
Oh God!
Oh man, I'm so glad you guys made me level. Or
Correct me if I'm wrong. We were at full health when this happens, though, right?
You are whatever health you were at after you use the short rest at the sharks.
Oh, that's inconvenient.
Never mind. This is the day after the sharks. Yes, you'll be at full health.
Okay, because
you had the morning of the shark stew, and then this is that following. So yes, you'd be full health for this.
Oh dear.
I will update Theo.
Thank you.
Yes, all of you are laying down and sleeping relatively soundly, and then suddenly just this shockwave explosion just rattles through your ears, and you're all flung from the bag, or from the tiny hut, which as you turn back, you can see it disappearing. And I'd like everyone to roll me a perception check.
Okay, Theo's got a 19.
Except for Sylvania.
Okay. Kay's
Theo's
like,
carrying.
it's dark. I'm not supposed to be awake. What the fuck?
Yeah, Kay, you were just writhing in pain. And you were not at all, you had just gotten into that deep sleep when this occurred, and then you were abruptly ripped from it. Anna, you're pretty banged up too, and you're really confused. Theo spots it really quickly, because both you and Kay are moving around a bit. Irithane is completely still.
Alright.
Theo rushes over to Irithane, and I'll get you to give me a medicine check from Theo.
You bet. 15.
15. Irithane is dead.
Oh no, that was gonna
He
be
was
my
one
question.
shot killed.
It's been less than a minute. Theo can.
And
Oh.
that was one of the things I had messaged Theo about, is do they want to use Revivify to bring back Irithane? And they said yes.
So 18 for
18,
the surge.
so you do not blow up again.
And
Wouldn't
I'm not
that be a
familiar.
thing? Like, Theo goes to cast Revivify, brings him back to life, and then explodes and kills him again.
Be awful.
It's like, and he sees a different god both times.
I love that we just had this conversation with him before bedtime of like, dragons, and we've done this, and we've almost died this way, but you're gonna be fine.
And then,
And then you die. Oh.
Kill him. Oh
Alright, Revivify. Is there anything else I
So-
need to know? So just touch.
just
Creature that has died within the last
no. We
minute.
lose one of our gems. I think we have 2 or 3.
Theo
so we're
had
down to 1.
procured a diamond to be able to use Revivify.
Yeah. Okay.
And I had also procured one from the dragon lair that I had given to Theo. So I know that Theo had at least 2.
Touch creatures dies in the last minute. The creature returns to life with 1 hit point. The spell can't return to life creature that died of old age nor can it restore any missing body parts. Okay, so fortunately,
Is he blown to
did
bits?
not. Fortunately, he was not blown to bits.
Yay!
But he was dead. Theo places the diamonds on his chest and begins casting the spell, and you watch as these diamonds slowly like sink into his chest, and you can watch this like blue glow kind of like fade across his body as something as he starts breathing again. He has now 1 hit point.
I think Anna's gonna heal him.
Anna, you go over and what are you healing him with?
Cure wounds.
Okay,
So,
roll me slugs worth
don't-
explosion.
We already have. Already on it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level. So 19.
Okay, he is
Uh,
more than back to
health
full
back.
health.
Okay, just in case, like, it's just also as like an apology, like, so sorry, so sorry, so sorry.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And-
And then
As the
Go on.
party looks around, you don't see Sylvania.
Did it work though? Is there a piece of Theo's chain laying around somewhere?
Theo, roll me a perception check. Actually, everyone can roll me a perception check again.
Alright, Theo's got a dirty 20.
15. Actually, we're in a forest, so
14.
modified 20.
Alrighty. So, Kay, you find scraps of Sylvania's armor. And so, as just Theo, like, you're like, what's going on? And Theo looks back and can see streams of light pouring from the broken chain that's connected to their book and the chain that is connected to their wrist. And streams of light are kind of like tendrils reaching out between the two. Even as Theo is moving around, you can watch they can see these tendrils continuing to like reach for the other piece. And even as Theo's like walking away to worry about that after, and like trying to see like anything that they can throw out from Sylvania. As they
the dog
connect, there's like a shimmer as it like reforms the form of a chain, and then goes back into that obsidian looking chain. The party is a bit shook, both literally and figuratively, as Theo describes seeing Sylvania just explode. And like because Revivify can't restore body parts, Theo's like, I don't know what to do. Like there's no sign.
It also requires a body.
Yeah, there's no sign of a body. They found scraps of armor, but no body. Also, how much health does Dog have?
Dog sitting at... You said everyone took 38?
38 force damage.
He's sitting at 10 HP.
Okay. And Dog is also just like beaches. Like Their dog is currently missing 2 legs. Just basically the back half of dog got blown off. But like looking around, like there's no sign of Syl, and there's like maybe we can look for them in the morning. I have no idea. Is there anything the party's wanting to do?
I want to change my spells so I can locate Syl in the morning.
Okay, so you need a long rest for that.
Yeah, which I will get, so that'll work out.
He's gonna roll over and go back to bed. He'll figure shit out in the morning.
Okay.
Sleep is imperative. Everything else doesn't matter.
Theo's probably gonna recast the tiny hut.
Okay, roll me an explosion chance for that. Okay,
so 5. Yeah, so I guess. Oh man, Anna's just gonna try not to bawl about Syl, and Syl's scrappy. She'll be fine. So just go to bed, I guess.
So Theo takes first watch, and roll me a perception check at disadvantage. Nat 1. Theo is not at all paying attention to what is going on around the hut, and is just trying to piece together what happened. After a while, there's like I need to rest. Like, Theo ends up staying up for a good couple of hours, or a good like 4 hours, like trying to figure out. Like, I need to rest, or I'm not gonna be able to do anything tomorrow. And they pester Anna.
Yep. Anna will wake up and take point.
14.
Do I have disadvantage?
You also have disadvantage.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
I mean, traumatic events, so like being like hypervigilant is not exactly as plausible.
It's true. So yeah, only 14.
You look around and you're just not sure. Like, dog's kind of like laying on the ground beside you and just kind of like petting dog, and it's like,
be okay. We'll find Syl. We'll give you 2 legs. You'll help us track Syl.
And a couple hours pass. And you start feeling the exhaustion, kind of like setting back in. You're waking up, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a perception check. 18.
21.
21, because you're at first. Watching around, you kind of keep a watch in the trees again, kind of seeing like, is there anything that, like, am I going to see anyone else up in the trees? And there's a couple moments where you think that you might have spotted something very similar to the black cat on black chair behind me. Where just very briefly you see like a figure moving against a tree, but you can't quite make out the details. And after a couple hours, you watch the sun start to rise. And Sylvania, you're sitting there, dagger in hand, no longer in the tiny hut, still in the forest in Shelmista, and you look around, and you see that tiny hut a good, like, 10-15 feet away where Theo had recast it. And just, like, trying to piece together what the hell happened. And Kay, as you stand up, there's like a little bit of like clank of armor, and Kay, you kind of like turn. You can see Sylvania standing there, kind of like looking kind of confused.
A is going to awkwardly hand Syl the pieces of armor he picked up. I think this belongs to you.
Is my armor broken?
You're wearing your armor. Your armor's fine. But Kay is handing you scraps of armor that distinctly are armor you made.
Yeah, that's mine. Like, I pick it, I look at it, and I'm like, okay, that belongs over. That's still there.
Kay's gonna respond. Question. Where have you been for the past 8 hours?
We journeyed here together. I had just started watch with Theo.
Kay's gonna look at you and go, no.
The tiny hut seems to have moved.
It exploded
It,
when
what?
you tried to kill us all.
I'm fairly confident that I did not try to kill anyone.
Kay's gonna stand up Kay's gonna sit up. He's not gonna stand up. So that he's at eye level with Syl. Gonna look Syl dead in the eyes and go, so what did you do to the bag of holding?
Well, I stabbed it.
And what do you think happened when you stabbed the bag of holding?
Usually it breaks the bag of holding, and everything in the bag of holding disappears into the astral plane.
Do you want to know what happened?
I stabbed the bag. The contents went into the astral plane.
And you disappeared.
That's weird. And then I moved 100 feet.
And you're back. I don't know where you went, but you were gone for hours. Pretty sure they, like Kay gesturing to the other members of the party in whatever state of consciousness they're in, are incredibly concerned about you. You killed a man.
What? I have not killed anyone in the past at least week.
Kay is actively going to ask Syl, do you want to bet? And how much Syl is willing to bet. Cool.
I haven't killed anyone.
So you're willing to bet money that no one has died because of your actions in the last 24 hours?
Not
that
directly.
You know. How much are you willing to bet?
But this is a ridiculous bet. I haven't killed anyone. I would know if I killed someone.
Hay is going to offer all of the money on his person in front of Syl and be like, if you haven't killed someone, I will give you all the money I have in this bag right now.
I haven't killed anyone. I don't want to take your money.
So, how many, so Kay is going to ask, whatever the item required, is it a large diamond for Revivify? I think
it is diamond worth 300 gold.
Cool. So, Kay's going to be like, so how many of the item required to revive someone do we have? So.
I think 2. Theo bought one, and then I found one in the dragon's cave.
Cool. So where's yours right now?
I gave it to Theo.
Do you want to ask Theo how many we have? You should.
You're all messing with me, aren't you?
No, you killed someone when you stabbed the bag of holding. You killed Irithane when you stabbed the bag of holding.
Unless Irithane was in the bag of holding, I did not kill him by stabbing the bag of holding.
Tell that to the explosion that was caused when you stabbed the bag of holding, nearly killing us all. That is not a normal
thing that happens from stabbing a bag of holding.
That's not a me problem! The reality of this moment is that you killed someone because of your actions, because this is not what normally happens. It doesn't matter. You did the K.
Anna almost killed all of us by setting herself on fire. That's a
True.
risk of using magic.
It's
Yes, 100% true. But you know what? We can come back from this fairly easily. It's a flesh wound. It's fine. A giant explosion that sends someone flying outside of magical protective barriers and
Then I guess,
actively
Kay,
kills
you should
people.
never ever cast a spell again because there is a chance that the exact same thing will happen to you.
And Kay's immediate response is disappearing into the ethereal plane because he is too frustrated to deal with Syl anymore. And I'm going to roll, and I really hope I explode, just in spite of this.
Syl is really confused, still not convinced that she killed anyone.
Well,
Kay did not explode.
I didn't explode, and I'm gonna sit in the ethereal plane. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have a nap in the ethereal plane. I don't care if I can't sleep, Aaron. I'm going to have a nap in the ethereal plane.
your eyes.
Because Kay is just so mentally exhausted from this discussion. And so Kay is just gonna lay there in the ethereal plane, just in blissful ignorance of everything that is happening.
At this point, like with Kay and Sylvania gradually raising their voices more and more, the rest of the party does wake up. Shortly before, just Kay bam into the ethereal plane, and Erythane as well is just like, oh, that was a night.
Hi, Erythane.
And as Erythane goes, you're back.
Kay claims I killed you, or that you died.
That would be accurate.
Oh God.
And like looks over to they were able to bring me back, but yes, you from what I was told, you exploded.
I exploded.
Yes.
I'm looking at myself again, just me.
And like everything kind of like motions to like the scraps of armor you're holding in your hands. Like, yes, like bits of your armor were scattered all over the place. Theo watched you explode.
What? But I usual results for stabbing a bag of holding. Everything inside of it gets shunted into the astral plane. I did feel magic go wild. I admit that that's a thing that can happen. I didn't know it could happen when you broke the bag of holding. But magic can go wild. A lot of my magic items have gone wild before. Minor side effects, usually. Sometimes beneficial. I've doubled my money before. I have never exploded. And I'm confused how I'm still here. If I exploded. My immediate assumption from looking up, the fact that it's morning, was that I got shunted forward in time. That's a thing that can happen from exploding. I am sorry that you died.
Please try to not kill me again.
Well, I wasn't trying before. So, if I did try, I'd probably be very successful.
You're successful not trying. But Anna, I think, is like a little bit late to waking up or whatever, and then kind of comes out of the commotion and sees Syl, and Anna would fling herself onto Syl and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're okay. Theo said you exploded. I tried to give dog legs. I'm really sorry it didn't work."
You look over and you see like 2 sticks are just shoved into where dog's legs should be.
I can fix that. But I'm still stuck on the part that I exploded Like,
I
how
know,
do
it's
I
weird.
explode? Is Theo awake yet?
Yeah, Theo would be awake.
I
now.
imagine Theo's there.
Theo, can you explain how I exploded? Because I'm confused how I both exploded and didn't explode. Because I didn't explode, but you saw me explode, which means that there's a version of me that exploded and a version of me that didn't explode. Am I still me?
Yes, you are.
As
That's
you're
a
now trying to process
philosophical question.
the ramifications of
You know,
you're basically like trying to solve the if you replace all the planks of a boat, is it still the same boat conundrum. Can't remember what the name of that conundrum was.
Perseus's boat or
Yeah, something like that.
Theseus's boat? I think it ends in Theseus. I want to say Theseus.
Yeah, Theseus boat, known as the Theseus paradox, is thought to be that relates to the question whether an object that has all its components replaced it remains fundamentally the same object.
Huh.
yeah. I'm gonna let the DM choose how Theo goes about this because I have no idea what Theo would say or do or.
So Syl, you stabbed the bag of holding. I felt
Yes.
magic.
I still have the bag of holding and the knife, the now non-functional bag of holding and knife.
Yep.
Yes.
And you stabbed it. I felt magic kind of pouring forth.
Yeah, I felt that too.
And
Felt like it went wild. Didn't know it could go wild when I broke it.
And
but
then your face started to crack like a porcelain doll. And then you exploded. We were
Sounds
thrown out
very
of the
unpleasant.
hut. Earthing died and had to revive him. We looked all over for you.
We
Couldn't
can
find any
consider
sign
that my
he was-
gem.
Pardon?
We can consider that my gem.
Looking at Theo's inventory, I'm not seeing your gem anywhere on it. Like they only had like their bag of 300 worth of diamonds.
I gave them my gem. I shoved it in their pocket at one point, or failed to shove it in their pocket, and then they put it in there.
Okay, I'll have.
I
Well,
It
tried
might
to
be-
reverse pickpocket.
It might just be a case of
Yeah, Theo
Jamie
might have
forgot
forgot to put
add
it in there.
Yeah,
We
very
can
possible.
follow up after.
Yeah, I'll follow up with that after. I'll make a note. Because as far as I'm aware, Theo hasn't had to use Revivify twice yet.
Pretty sure Theo hasn't used Revivify once yet.
Well, they
Well,
have now.
now has.
Well, up until now.
Yeah, because Theo didn't have to use Revivify on anyone at the cake fight. I
Nope.
don't think. I'll have to rewatch that.
No,
Anyways.
it was just healing.
But you exploded, Syl. Like, we looked all over, and we found scraps of your armor scattered all over, and like walks over
Which
to a
also
tree, and there's like an
confuses me, 'cause-
embedded chunk of your armor in the tree, and they like reef it out and like pass it back to you. It's like,
But I'm still wearing my armor.
I don't know.
When Anna hugs Syl, she's solid, right?
Yeah,
Like everything seems normal. Okay.
yeah.
Never mind. I don't know.
She's not a Jedi ghost.
Theo, can you cast detect magic? Am I a ghost?
Theo ritual cast detect magic.
Does ritual casting mean you don't have to?
Don't burn a spell slot. Correct.
Well, it's
Okay.
not ritual casting. Theo just casts at will.
Oh yeah, that's right.
because
Theo
that's
can
one
cast
of
that
their
will without
things.
spending a spell slot. That's right.
But it still rolls for a surge, right? Because it's
Yes.
not considered. Yeah.
Yeah. So
How many nat ones are we at for this session? What the hell?
Oh boy.
Sorry. Let me roll a
The
d4.
dice gods want to kill us today.
Apparently. 3 and 58.
Perfect.
Okay, so that shouldn't be as bad.
immediately deal 38 force damage to everyone within a 30-foot radius.
And kill Erythane again. So 3 and 58.
Not like this.
Oh, this is great.
I'm in a different plane of existence. What do you want from me?
Okay, so as Theo casts Detect Magic, like they go to cast and like it goes wild, and you suddenly hear floom, 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 as you're like looking around, and all the trees in the area within 60 feet of Theo have become flaccid and are falling over. Just like noodles, just like flopping to the ground. And I like everyone to roll me dex saving throws.
They warned us not to fuck with their forest. That's exactly what we're doing. Alright.
I'm not here. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in a completely different plane of existence.
Can you add another 1 to the stupid D20 tracker you got going?
Oh no!
I stopped keeping track after 7.
That was your mistake.
Yeah, apparently.
All right.
So let's see. We've got
Oh, fudge.
I think we're at 10 now. And Erythane has to roll as well. Okay, Erythane dodges.
That's good.
The 3 of you did not.
Oh, yeah.
And actually I just need to check something with the ethereal plane.
Be clear, that's not referring to me, or am I gonna get potentially hit by this because you're checking me in ethereal plane?
I just gotta check something on the ethereal plane.
I'm concerned.
I'm in danger.
That too.
Excuse me.
I assume dog also fails. I just rolled dog 12.
Okay, so it does not affect the ethereal plane. Okay, Anna rolled a 90 on the failure. So as all these trees start like essentially turning to just noodles and just flopping down, and like these are massive trees, and you watch as like Erythane's is like as like a tree slams down behind him, he's like and then another tree slams by on the other side. He's like and like he's like in like this little like triangle of like these trees that have crashed down. It's like, okay, good. I think he's okay. As you like turn, as a tree is falling directly towards you, you turn to run and trip.
I'm envisioning a broken leg. If not worse.
So for everyone who failed, you take 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, dog's officially actually busted.
Did we get a long rest?
Yes.
Like a count? Okay, I wasn't sure if you're gonna be like, you didn't get a good rest because you were worried about Syl. Okay.
You
I
didn't
don't.
you didn't get a great rest, but you did get your like benefits of a full night of full rest.
Okay.
So everyone takes 32 points of bludgeoning damage,
Except me.
for Kay and Erythane, who got a natural 19 on his dexterity saving throw. But like as like Anna, you like oh shoot, and you turn, you like trip and fall flat. Because of your nat 1, but because it was low severity, you still just take the 32 damage.
Okay.
but you are pinned underneath this tree as it just slams on top of you, and you're like trying to pull yourself along, but just can't.
Ramonas, help me!
Casual question for the DM. Do I notice change in the material world from the ethereal plane?
Yes.
So, I can at least notice that trees have fallen and shit's happened.
Yeah,
right?
You're laying down in the ethereal plane, just eyes closed, and you're just like, I just can't deal with all this shit. I'm done. And then you just hear the floom, 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 and just like look up, and you can see now like just how like misty the material plane, and it's just all these trees laying like flat on the ground, just like.
Oh,
That's bad. So, from the ethereal plane, I can generally, I'm assuming. So correct me if I'm wrong. I assume I can make it to where Dude Bro Wick Elfman, Theioryn, blah blah blah.
Yeah, you're
is standing somehow alive after all of this monstrosity. I can identify kind of where he's at.
You can't identify.
Can I?
You can't.
Or where someone is at.
You can identify that someone is standing there, but because of the wispiness of the plane,
I can't tell who.
You can't tell who. You just know that someone is standing there and safe.
That's fine, because from Kay's perspective, someone is safe, and so he should probably pop in and check what the fuck is going on. So he's gonna, like, stand next to whomever, and it's gonna pop back into existence and see what the fuck just happened. Kay's gonna...
What? He's kind of like motioning to these like this triangle of trees that has now kind of like locked him in place. It's like, what?
Kay's gonna look at him and be like, I don't have an answer for you. I was in a different plane. But are you okay?
I think, yeah. Unless more trees, and he's kind of like looking around to make sure there's no more trees falling into the area that he's standing in.
Kay's gonna. Can Kay use perception to see if there are any trees that are at risk of falling?
No, by the time you came back out, all the trees within that radius had gone like flat and had flopped over.
So Kay can be reasonably confident that the trees that could potentially crush them in this moment have all fallen.
Correct.
Cool. So Kay will communicate that to your thing and be like, hey, so, I am incredibly confident nothing's gonna fall and crush us. At least as long as we're right here.
Then I will
stay
right here for now.
Yeah. So Kay is gonna turn towards the massive trees and go, y'all stuck? Are you dead? Can I assist?
Help me! You just hear Anna crying, digging into the ground, pinned under a massive tree.
So, Kay is going to walk over to where
so roll me an athletics or acrobatics check to climb out of this little triangle of trees that Erythane is standing in.
11.
It takes a bit because you're like you grab on, you put your foot on a branch expecting to like support weight, and you push, and the branch is and just like, oh. And so you're like, it's like if you have like one of those like a big round inflatable toy in a pool and it's just soaked, so you don't have nearly as much traction, and so you're like trying to climb up, like the tree is shifting a bit as you're going. I was like, this is weird as hell, but you do manage to eventually get out over the edge, and yeah, you can find Anna just like pinned like for basically just under her armpits and down, just pinned under a tree.
Kay is going to actively look at Anna and go, how the fuck are you alive right now?
I don't know. If it makes you feel better, existence is pain. And I'm pretty close. Sure, I'm close to death.
Kay is gonna, Kay is actively like, the fuck can I do here? Because Kay is going to ask Anna specifically, are you comfortable with me helping you in whatever way I need to help you?
Less comfortable the way you've asked it, but yes.
That's a
It's gonna be
valid
like-
point.
I don't like that you prefaced that.
I just need you to be sure. This is a very weird thing that you experience when you experience it for the first time.
Okay, I am consenting to your help.
Cool. Kay is going to grab Anna, and based on the definition of my gaseous form, you transform a willing creature you touch along with everything that it is wearing into a misty cloud.
Let me just double check.
That's what the thing is. So I want to know if the ring works like that. If I can apply that to other people, or if it's strictly for me because it is a attuned thing.
Yeah, I'm just double checking the item right now. No, it specifically says on the item, enables the attuned user to cast gaseous form on themselves once per day.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. I had to double check because I don't see it's fine. Moving on. I will figure out I will figure out another potential solution, maybe.
I guess. Could I wild shape into like something teeny tiny?
Technically, yes.
Okay, maybe that's the solution. Anna takes a minute to actually get her wits about her and think through this, and can hopefully wild shape into like a mite, and hope that that doesn't kill me outright under the tree.
I mean, it shouldn't. The tree is at rest.
Well,
And
the
depending
tree's
on-
also like flattened down on top of Anna, so it's just like if Anna shrinks and goes backward, like body shrinks backwards, and then just the rest of it just squished, and then squished again with the tree.
It's a very specific question of the logistics of wild shape in this very specific moment.
Yeah.
Can the caster determine where they end up, assuming it is where their body is? Things that I bet the developers of D&D never thought would have to be questions that are asked so specific to circumstances, and now we're just like, but like, what if?
This is gross, but I mean, if this world has bed bugs, they can basically occupy any sort of space and be fine. Like, crushing them's almost impossible. Yeah, even that.
Well, we'll say that, yeah, you can, if you're being shrunk into a size, you can choose which part of you it ends on, kind of thing, so.
Okay, yeah, so I would just shrink forward with my little hands and...
Yeah, it feels really weird as you're wild shape, because like normally like you have space to just wild shape and change your form willy-nilly, but this time like because you're shrinking forward, like your legs are like feel like they're being stretched as you're like and like just, your whole body just feels so weird with this wild shape just because half of you is pinned. But you do eventually like have your body like shump out from that, and you like scurry forwards in whatever form you've chosen.
So then I'll just do cockroach.
Cool. And I mean, for the sake of chaos at this point,
Kay?
Kay's gonna. Kay.
I can hear
who's
you,
calling?
Kay.
I assume that's Theo.
Yes.
I'm gonna solve one problem at a time. So Anna is a wild shape. I've watched this happen to Anna, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna healing spirit Anna twice.
Okay.
Because I can.
So roll me a surge.
I will roll 1d20 for chaos.
Okay.
Fine. And I will roll the 2d6 for heals.
Love it.
I would have laughed
That
really
gives you
hard if that was another
9 health.
surge.
Okay, so now that this problem has been solved, Kay's going to be like, Theo?
Yes, Kay.
Where art thou, Theo?
Help, Kay.
Kay is going to attempt to locate Theo.
Marco.
Is Theo pinned?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all got
of you,
hit.
all of
Everyone who
Sylvania, Theo, Dog, and you were all pinned by these trees as they fell
Oh.
over.
I thought I was pinned because I rolled a nat 1. Everyone else just took bludgeoning damage. Okay. Shit.
All right, so Kay's gonna move his way over to Theo and be like, "Sup?" And how much of Theo is pinned?
Both of Theo's legs, they're currently free from about waist up.
I would also guess that me and Theo are under the same tree, since
Yes.
Theo was trying to.
Actually, roll me a perception check, Kay.
16.
You see Theo, like, waist deep here, or waist under the tree. And you just see, like, the one hand of Sylvania, like, stretched out, like, trying to, like, grab at the, like, dig their way out.
Oh dear.
Kay is gonna so
That's the third level.
my image of this forest is large redwoods.
Yes.
Cool. So Kay is going to make the observation of, I can't try and roll this. It's not going to work. That this is Kay's observation. Kay's going to pop a squat next to Theo and the handy remains of most of the visible of Syl, and be like, how can I assist? Because Kay's like, I can do all of these things. None of them are useful for this scenario.
While Kay's talking to Theo and still...
I'm expecting, I expect I picked up your might form and you were on my shoulder if you haven't rewild shaped yet.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. I would have been on you. And then I would have jumped off, because casting a spell, I think, would dispel wild shape.
Yeah, you can't cast
and
a
I'm
spell
gonna-
while in wild shape.
And I'm going to cast Speak with Plants. So you imbue plants with 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. And I want my simple command to be, up, please.
Oh, but we are so tired.
I know, I understand.
I have a thing that I think will.
And you can lay right back down. I just need 3, 5, 10 seconds of being up. And when I give you the word, you can lay back down.
I'm gonna roll a. Actually, roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, snap. Alright. Persuasion. It's a 19.
19. I will try. And after that, I roll a athletics check for a tree. That's not something I expected to have to say today. I'm going to roll an athletics check for a tree. But it rolled a 6.
Okay.
You watch it try and shift, but like as it like turns a little bit, like one of the branches kind of flops over. It's like, I'm having trouble moving.
Just like be a cheerleader.
Laying down.
So, Syl has a way to get herself out of this. I have a bracelet that our wonderful friend gave us that gives me freedom of movement, and if I'm reading this right, it should let me out of this.
Really? That's awesome. Just cast that.
Just let me double check freedom of movement.
There are things I can do.
Automatically escape from non-magical
Non-magical
restraints,
restraints.
such as manacles or a creature that has a grapple. I don't think it's a magical restraint.
It's a treat.
I just
Amazing.
Oh, I have a theoretical potential solve, maybe? Do I have all of the things in my inventory necessary for this?
Yeah, so you activate your Band of Freedom movement, and you're like, hand, and you're just like dragging yourself out. And Anna and Kay, roll me a perception check as Sylvania is
20.
dragging himself out.
21. Sorry, 24.
So you watch as like you see like Sylvania's hand just like pull forward a little bit, pull forward a little bit, and then you're like, that, like, they're making a lot of progress with that. And then you look, and like under the tree, it's almost as if they're like a pancake, and as they're like scooching forward, their body just kind of like filling back out, basically like a reverse steamroll over someone. But Sylvania's just like, scooch, 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 scooch. It takes you a couple minutes, but you do manage to squeeze yourself out of there, Sylvania.
Well, that was unpleasant.
Sil, how'd you do that?
That wonderful bracelet that our friend gave me.
Kay's response is, I need to trade for more bracelets.
Yeah, you definitely do. These things are awesome. Do you have to be attuned to it?
Yes, and it only works once per day.
All right. Get ready to scooch, Theo. I'm going to cast Freedom of Movement on you.
Well, at least there was a solution that we could do.
Yep. So roll me a surge, Anna.
Yeah, it's my only 4th level spell slot. It's a 5,
Okay,
so
we
Theo's
do it, right?
fine. Also, just tell the tree to try again and help.
I'm doing the best I can.
Spray, you're the best redwood.
I've been here for hundreds of years, and this is the first time I've laid down.
You've earned it.
Kay is looking at Anna with like Kay is actively looking at Anna with this look of disdain and horror as she is encouraging a tree that has been rooted and standing, that they have earned to be fallen by some misbegotten miscreants in the middle of the woods. Kay is assuming that one of them caused something stupid to happen, causing all of these trees to collapse. He has no idea, but then Anna's like, you can do it! You earned this rest, but I need a little bit more help before you stay. And Kay is so, like, perturbed. Kay is, like, actively offended. But at the same time, Kay is going to attempt to help the tree move because of Theo. For the sake of Theo. Actually, no. Kay's not going to touch the tree. Kay is going to grab Theo's arm, and Kay's going to help Theo move. That's what's going to happen right here.
You grab one of Theo's hands. Give me a strength check. Just for shits and giggles.
11.
So you start pulling on Theo while Anna's still casting Freedom of Movement. Because, Kay, wait! And once Anna finishes the cast, it's like... but you do manage to dislodge Theo from under the tree.
Cool.
Kay's
gonna...
are the trees gonna go back to normal? I doubt the trees like
How?
The elves like this.
How? Kay is pissed. How are the trees gonna go back to normal, Syl? What are they gonna do?
How do they
stand
fall
up and walk
down
away?
blasted?
Kay's gonna be like, do any of you have rope?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kay is going to actively ask for the rope, and then he's gonna turn into a fucking cloud and go and start making rope so that y'all can climb out of the stupid pits, including but not specific to our one very useless friend who decided to come forest gallivanting with us for some god unknown reason. And yes, I will roll.
Why do you need rope?
Kay is going to raise his arms above us and go, I don't know, how do you plan on getting out of here?
Waiting for the trees to go back to normal.
Kay is going to actively say a prayer of the Fae and the
Also,
faith that they represent to
I
give him the
technically have
strength.
rope, but it's in Dog's mouth, and I'm not sure where Dog is.
So Kay is going to look at Annah, ask for the rope from Annah, and then he's going to turn into a cloud. And God have mercy, this will be really funny if I explode.
Yeah, Anna will give the rope.
I
You
didn't explode.
explode.
I am now up at the top of the pinnacle of the trees that have fallen, and Kay is going to start by helping our elf friend, who must be having a day, saying all sorts of prayers to every form of deity in existence, and Kay is probably going to join in. Because right now, his faith in the party has been shaken immensely by just the sheer focus of the number of explosions in such a short period of time is more than he can handle. So anyways, rope down, help elf dude up.
There has been 70 points of damage dealt in this night.
Well, Kay's helping everyone out. I want to sit, lean up against this. Because I haven't slept yet.
You're not actually tired.
Oh, okay. I assumed I was going to be tired because I was shunted forward in time, and I was just like, I'm just going to pass it.
Maybe you're a super being now.
I'm actually a changeling. A changeling has replaced me. Oh no.
Oh, that's awful.
But as Kay is helping Irithane out and Sylvania is attempting to find Dog, that's where we're going to call tonight's session before we blow anyone else up. Oh, but thank you to my lovely players. This has been a trip. Yeah, I was not expecting to. I'm going to roll an athletics check for a tree to be one of the things I had to do today.
Yeah.
Kay is debating the life consequences of leaving this party in the woods. This is his current mental state. I just need everyone to know this. He is not okay. He is upset.
The dice gods have cursed us today.
No, the dice gods have cursed you. The dice gods have been perfectly fine to
I mean,
Kay.
you shot Dog or hit Dog once and then shot him again.
Statistically speaking,
dice gods have been pissed at you too. You just weren't not when you were casting.
No. Statistically speaking, the dice gods are respecting me like a normal average dice roll. They are not respecting
I only
everyone
got
else.
one nat one today. Just because it was the biggest explosion. You've nat one more than me tonight.
I haven't nat one once tonight. Don't you dare!
nat one twice. That's how you shot
stabbed
Dog.
Dog once and shot Dog once. You have absolutely nat one today.
Oh, yes, I don't care. I haven't killed anyone yet today, so...
Okay, this is the first time it's happened. Get over. You know how many wild magic surges you've had? Way more than me. It's not my fault that mine killed somebody and yours just annoyed the city.
Yes, it is your fault. You have to take responsibility. Kay is gonna say something that he has never thought possible, which is you gotta at least take some responsibility for the magic surges that happened because of you.
Then
Kay
take
knows.
responsibility for your own flappy arms, you nimwit.
I don't have flappy arms.
Then nothing you say matters at this point on this subject.
Kay is literally just gonna take Irithil. No, we're not done this night. Kay is taking Irithil in the direction we were traveling and being like, yo, we're going. Kay is just gonna leave. Y'all could be stuck in a fucking tree waiting for the forest to recombobulate. This is it. Kay is done. Kay's like, Kay, bye. Next session, we start with the party being split. Y'all and your disrespect for nature and the forest and all
There's
your...
no disrespect. expect?
Bullshit, there's
You
no
can't
disrespect.
control wild magic. That's
There's
why
the
it's
person
called
who's
wild
expecting the
magic.
trees to stand up so she can walk away.
Yes, that's usually how most wild magic things work. Most of them are temporary.
Alrighty, but with that, we are going to call it tonight. Thank you to my players for joining on this shit show. We'll be back next week with Mel's campaign, where we get to see what kind of shit show that our party is getting involved in. Hint, there's going to be a whole bunch of cultists that are going to get a Narok smackdown. Which is probably going to involve Narok not hitting much of anything. Yeah. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks to continue on with whatever the fuck is going on in this campaign.
No one knows.
Have yourselves a great night, all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.